a great day to be alive on this Thursday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me is Kyle Wallace. What show are you on, Kyle?
I am on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, 2 to 5, right here on...
Oh, my gosh. Were you going to say 101.7 The Truth?
I'm going to say 100.5 ESPN.
You could have started with that. You are on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
100.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
And 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
Dang, Skippy.
Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. How are you feeling after witnessing the worst athletic performance ever in the history of the world from Alex Strofe yesterday?
Well, I was a big part of it, right? I saw it with my own two eyes.
You were his coach. You were his trainer. You failed him.
Part.
The full combine experience.
You might want to take that off your resume, by the way. I didn't have a lot to do with what happened yesterday, would probably be what I would say.
Well, Chris Orr, who's a great friend of these airwaves, a former Wisconsin Badger football player, and now the linebackers coach for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Player personnel.
He texted me, and what is he?
He is a player personnel guy or player.
For
He's not the
Chiefs
linebackers
now.
coach.
Oh, he's not a coach. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
like
a
a
He's a
scout?
coach. He's a coach. He's a coach. But I don't remember exactly what his title is.
Either way.
Quality control, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He texted me and Strofe, and he said, this can't be real.
I continue to hear from people every hour, and they ask, that was a funny bit, right? And I was like, no. It was real.
And I saw with my own two eyes. I can promise you, Strofe exerted his full energy. And Chris even went as far as saying he disgraced my NFL Combine shirt. Disgraced it.
Yeah.
He really did.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to get to ESPN Milwaukee on Twitter, and I'm sure Strofe has the video ready to play on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, where he attempts to do a 3-cone drill in which the NFL players do at the Combine. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. You know, Strofe, this thing has 250,000 plus views.
Dang, that's 250,000 people.
That have seen you wobble around with poop in your pants.
That's the size of a small major city.
How are you feeling 24 hours after a small city has watched you?
A small major city.
Small major
It's literally
city.
the size of Madison. It's the size of
Every
Madison.
single person in Madison
Every soul.
has seen this video. How do you feel today?
I feel great.
Oh my God. I feel something hidden deep inside him of, holy crap, I did the 3-cone drill. I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't know it was going to turn out this bad.
Yeah, there's some anguish behind that voice. A little bit of anguish.
I feel great. Do you?
I'm sorry. I was answering the phone. No, I mean, look. It's obviously not great. I mean, we can be honest with one another. But as I said yesterday, this is something I've always known about myself. I'm uncoordinated. I'm unathletic. I'm not the NFL for a reason, fellas, right? And it's not.
And you were on the bench in high school for a reason, fellas.
I was not on the bench.
You were what?
I was a starter.
Again, like I said, take everything that he says about his athletic career with a grain of salt moving forward.
I actually just got a text from my high school point guard, who was like one of our school's all-time leading scorers, and he goes,
That's why he didn't pass you the ball.
no, I just set screens for him all day.
Your body was able to make contact with another.
The defender was shocked the way he was shuffling, trying to
I was
screen.
6'3" at like 13. Like I reached my peak at like 13 years old, so I was always tall.
For damn sure you haven't reached your peak. If you didn't peak yesterday.
What
is for certain. He's just like, dude, that was amazing. And he's
What
like,
do you mean that was amazing?
He's used to it.
He said you used to not be that unathletic, and I was
He
like,
did
yeah.
say that?
Yeah, he told me that.
Wow, I might need to see that, like, proof of that.
I can show you that in the break. So yeah, I mean, it's something, that's for sure.
On the text line, people are saying they still can't stop laughing.
Good, and I'm glad I could provide smiles. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
And this is good from Chef Ed. It was like a drunken penguin trying to run.
You know what's funny about it? In the end, Strofe, you ran and you used the wall to stop yourself as if you had
And
any
speed
sense of momentum.
Yeah, as if you needed the bump.
That's a really good
throw
point.
the break.
No, I think in that video that's gone viral at this point, we could call that viral.
Oh, it's
right?
viral.
I was laughing so hysterically hard while running that I think I just ran to the wall to continue laughing because I heard
Run
Josh's,
is questionable. You didn't run.
Josh's tackle. Brad is chirping me. Like everything possible is falling, crumbling around me. But yeah, I mean, again, this is not the best moment of my life by any means. That's for certain.
It
can only go up from here, buddy.
The comments on the internet have been overly hilarious.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to get to some comments for you to react to. But Diana McGuanago called in yesterday, and she had not seen the video of Alex Strofe doing the 3-cone combine drill. Diana McGuanago, I am known to be mean, but I think even Kyle and Brad and all of KBN Nation have justified my meanness as okay yesterday. I'm sure you'll still say I'm mean, but what's up?
I cannot believe this. For the first time, I am actually apologizing to you, Ben.
When you saw
so good,
Alex
Diana.
Strofe do the cone drill.
Let me finish. You are no disrespect to you, Strofe, but you were definitely uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's not.
I don't think
no,
that's
no disrespect. I mean, with all due respect or no respect at all, you're not athletic and you can't do anything.
What was your
The
reaction,
fact that you can walk is a miracle.
Thank you.
Is Dirty D still there?
She is.
Dirty D, so when you saw the video after you kind of got mad at Ben yesterday, when you saw the video, what were the first 3 things that came to your mind?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That sums it up.
Oh my God.
Sums it up.
Oh my God. Like, oh my God.
I owe Ben an apology.
That was my reaction when I saw it. Oh my God.
I think everyone said,
I look like that.
that had to be so heartbreaking when you run and you do something.
Kyle,
And
I
you
told you
watch
this
the video.
yesterday, but when I was doing these drills, in my head, I was like, that went better than I expected. Turns out it did not.
I mean, watching the video had to be so demoralizing. You just sit there, you look at it, you say, is that me? That can't be me.
I did have a moment of, that's really what I look like? Really? That's how other people view me?
You know, we have a whole newsroom here with our sister station 620 WTMJ, and they also saw the video, and they said, oh, look at those guys with their bit. And then they said, hey, that was a bit, right? We said, no. What do you mean it wasn't a bit? And so she said, oh, I'm going to tell the whole newsroom that was real. That wasn't a bit. You had a whole newsroom thinking you were just being a funny guy.
You are a funny guy. And a couple of tweets here from people that have now seen Strofe doing the 3-cone drill. I've never seen someone so unathletic relative to their type of body. And that it describes it perfectly from a literal standpoint, because you are, like, you have a frame in which you're 6'3". Like, if you filled it out, like, you could look like an athlete. Brad, are you just watching the video and laughing?
Yes.
You've seen it 50 times, 100 times.
Yes, no less than 50 times.
You're still laughing.
The thing about Brad laughing in my face is he did it while it was happening in the moment.
I
And
did.
he's laughing harder 24 hours later.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
None of the comments, the hundreds of comments I've received on the internet that told me I look like I have a condition, or I shouldn't run, or I shouldn't look like this when I'm 26. I think I'm most hurt by you.
Oh, wow.
Dang,
well, here's the
Brad.
thing. I actually walked into it with a little bit of belief in Strofe. Like, I thought with maybe a little bit of coaching, we were gonna unearth that inner athlete. And I saw that, and I couldn't believe what I was witnessing.
So I love
Strofe.
I love this tweet in reference to Strofe's unathleticism and the lack of just any speed or skill in the 3-cone. You know, like you're watching a game and you got all like the people who like played in high school and they're like the experts at the arena. This is the guy saying, "Tackle him!" in the stands.
For real.
Get him! Shoot the puck!
Matter of fact, this is the same guy. Didn't when Kirby Joseph got ejected from the football game against the Green Bay Packers?
Bye-bye!
That was him. That was you were telling him bye-bye.
The what should have been, I think, all-pro safety. I don't know if he was. I think he might have been snubbed.
I think he did get snubbed.
But either way, he's like a ridiculously athletic safety that we'd all dream of having on a team. Strofe's yelling at him, bye-bye.
And I understand why players tell fans to shut up.
I'll tear every ligament in my knees and my hamstrings before I do a shuttle like this.
Man.
That's not me.
Mean tweets off of Twitter X.
Might be the truth for some people.
He runs like I do in a dream.
That one was good. Yeah, that one was
really
good.
actually.
You should send this to Christian Watson's dad, see what he says.
Man, a lot of people are coming at like the. I'm gonna go on record for you, Strofe. I'm gonna have your back.
I don't know if I want this.
Well, it's too late because it's my
24
name's on the show. For the people who are tweeting Alex Strofe that because he's so athletic, he should never be able to talk about sports. You don't have a profile on your picture. I guarantee.
Picture on your profile.
Picture on your profile. I'm on your side here. I'm on your side. You know what? You can't talk sports. You shouldn't have came at me.
Did you ask for this defense, Strofe?
Just said I don't know if I want this.
You don't have a profile on your pic.
Hey,
I will say,
if you are going on the internet and saying, "Oh, people like this shouldn't talk sports," hey, got bad news for you.
I'm not going anywhere. Yep.
yeah. Well, and here's what I will say about that to defend Strofe, and honestly, anyone that's on the airwaves that's good, like we all are, that talks about sports, like. There are a lot of guys that play the sport really well, and they stink talking about sports. They can't process it and communicate it. So if you want to listen to that, go for it. Now, there's plenty of guys that are outstanding, right? Plenty of them. But there's plenty of guys that play the sport great, and they stink at talking. It takes
That seemed like quite a shot at Tom Brady, Brad.
Well, those are your words, not mine.
I've seen croutons less stiff than that.
That one was good. That one was good.
So good.
A lot of them were very funny.
Yeah.
People are very creative.
I love the internet for that reason. Is it just opens up the world of opportunity to rip on Alex Strofe. The rest are too mean to read and have words that I cannot say. But Alex Strofe, congratulations on accomplishing something that nobody else in the world could do. Being the least athletic person in the world.
That's a good way to look at it.
You are one of one. You are one of one. You look like so somebody had told me, they were like, hey,
Oh boy.
you ever look at somebody and you can just look at them, see how they walk, and you'll know if they're athletic or not. Like you walk normal-ish.
Yeah.
You don't walk great. Like you do walk a little dorky. But not to the point that I think that you would be moving slower than a turtle doing the 3-cone drill. Not looking like our teammate Molly Brown, who is pregnant with twins at 7 months, could have beat you doing the 3-cone drill.
Yeah, man, it's okay.
So, you are one of one.
You are, and running's not your thing. That's okay. That's
all have
okay.
different
Yeah.
gifts.
I'm going to run a half marathon.
No, please don't. Please
I'm
don't.
going.
That would truly be a miracle. You would be a walking miracle.
Yeah, I suggest you don't.
There's a 5K the morning of the NFL draft. I'm going to run it.
Okay.
I'm going to run the half marathon.
I'll run the 5K with you.
Great.
No
What do you
training.
mean, what do you mean with him? You're gonna be finished and then turn around and run and catch him and then be like
Carry
let's
him
go.
through
Yeah.
the finish line.
Where is it's Thursday morning?
It's in Green Bay, yeah.
What time does it start?
9 a.m.
I kind of want to run it with you too.
Yeah,
Why do y'all
KBN
think
teach
you're gonna
Alex how to
run it
run
with him?
5K.
You're participating in it with him. You're not running.
Brad,
with him.
we'll go for a stroll together.
Kyle,
We'll go
you're-
for a stroll.
You're the only one who hasn't
leisurely
committed.
walk.
We're gonna do Brad and I will power walk as Strofe runs. We'll all be together.
I'll walk with you. I don't do 5K.
All you gotta do is walk, and
3
you'll be at
miles.
his pace.
Yeah, I'll walk.
Oh,
through
no, I'll
miles.
smoke Kyle.
Oh, wow.
now he's
Here
coming at you. He coming
here we
at
go.
you.
Kyle, you're going to let the guy who run a 3-cone like that.
We got
talk
6
that-
weeks.
I'm not concerned.
Start
about him.
training, Kyle.
You
6 weeks.
You can't let that slide.
No, and I'm gonna let it
7
slide.
weeks?
Like Homer said yesterday, fine, you can have it, buddy. I've seen what you look like. You can have it. You need a victory. I don't.
Dang, now he's
Kyle.
really talking down to you. It's
Kyle.
kind of sad.
Here's the thing about all of this. I put it out there. I did it. I'm wearing it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to run a 5K in 7 weeks.
Good for you.
You have the opportunity to say, I'm so much better than you. But you will not put your money where your mouth is.
Ever,
Strofe.
Strofe. He is the biggest talk. Don't walk the walk.
That is not true.
Personally, actually, what I believe is that people who don't stand up to people who challenge them shouldn't be able to talk sports. That's my take.
Good take, good take.
I legitimately went upstairs and I ran, and y'all saw me run when I had it on video. I ran. I showed you I could run a 40 in probably under 5
You
seconds?
know
Or
what
no?
we did, though?
No,
We
under
discussed-
5 point something seconds.
We discussed a Kyle and Strofe Olympics at one point, did we not?
We did.
Oh, we
So
did.
this could be
Interesting.
the proxy
and
for
you know
the
who
Olympics.
hasn't shown up to follow up on that and actually participate in it? It's Kyle Wallace.
What do you
And
wait a minute. Wait,
There's a common denominator
When
here.
have I
Once
been
again-
asked to show up to anything?
Once again, we can acknowledge
Maybe I'm the problem.
it's not me, fellas. It's that guy.
Strofe, I'm not wasting. After yesterday,
Oh, yeah,
I
beef.
thought about this. I'm not wasting my time to do anything with you because it is a waste of my time.
No,
Remember when
yo-
you thought you could beat me in basketball? Strofe, what you did yesterday is embarrassing. Okay, you can't beat me in basketball. You can't beat me.
It
in
is a
racing.
tough look to be
But what about
challenging
5K?
people to athletic measures
Yeah,
after that
but
video.
I've let, for over 24 hours, I've let everybody chirp. I've let everybody talk. I've had enough.
Yeah, you
Kyle
can't,
Wallace.
You can't challenge anyone. You gonna challenge me to what? A 5K?
I'll challenge you to an Olympics. I'll challenge you to a 5K, and I'll win. And it will be more embarrassing
God
for you to
bless
lose
your
to
soul
that
for
guy.
having the confidence the next day after you looked like a word that like a million words that cannot be used on the air.
He's scared.
I can't.
I respect it.
And you're
You know
going to
what?
allow your co-host to be
I
scared.
can't-
I
believe-
respect that you have the confidence to come on the air.
Oh, but you're Mr. Accountability. Hold them accountable.
Oh my gosh! You know what? There's only
This turned fast.
There's only mean things I can say that would offend other people. So I'm going to let this one slide because anything that comes to mind when I think about your performance will be rude to so many other different groups here who don't deserve to be compared to you.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
I do.
It would be rude to compare you to some of these other groups that you look like.
Kyle will get canceled.
Yes. And I'm not trying to get canceled because of your disgusting performance yesterday.
I've moved on from the performance yesterday. I'm all eyes on the future. My future is you versus me in anything.
Take it up on him. Come on.
I'm not wasting my time with this. Is a complete joke.
You stink.
This is
I'm actually I'm Team Strofe.
It's an
Yeah,
absolute
I'll front
complete
the entry
joke.
fee.
I'm Team Strofe.
It is a complete
Kyle,
joke.
I will front
You
your
are now
entry fee.
sitting here scared to get in a competition with somebody who can't move.
Are we serious right now?
I think
Why
you
would
need. I think
competition is not a competition.
Kyle, you tore both ACLs. You haven't done anything athletic since
Kyle,
then.
Brad just offered to spend money.
This
Did
is
you
not-
hear that?
Yeah,
This
Brad
that's
just offered to spend money.
I'll
on
pay
that.
for
another
I'll pay
miracle.
for your gear that you
No,
wear.
listen, I am not subjecting myself to a competition against this minion.
Scared.
Scared.
Sure.
All right, Ben Brust,
Sure.
Chicken Wallace, and Brad Nortman here with you. Alex Strofe, who is unathletic but still confident. Respect it. Kyle Wallace.
You want to put some
scared.
money on it? We can talk about that.
Ooh.
We can put some money on some Olympics now.
Ooh. See, Kyle's only gonna put $5
I'll put
on
money
it.
on the 5K.
You can put money on the 5K. No, I want to make it a whole Olympics thing. I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Just do the 5K.
I don't run like that.
So you
And
are
no,
scared.
I would
Oh.
legit. I could do it.
Why don't we go back to each picking one event, and KBN Nation picks the third, and whoever wins 2 out of 3.
KBN Nation has spoken. Kyle's starting to sound a bit chicken here.
Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna force me to do a damn 5K against this?
Everyone
kid, huh?
loves a redemption story, and Strofe needs his chance to redeem himself by beating Kyle in a 5K. KBN Nation wants this, and we know you don't love KBN Nation, so this would be a great way to get back on KBN Nation's good side.
I would legitimately, to make sure that my endurance would be good, top notch, because I can beat Strofe. It's just, boy.
on
gotta really
YouTube,
wanna
now's
do
not
it.
the time to be scared, Kyle. Kyle, you have now labeled yourself as scared of Alex Strofe. That is a tough look.
This is
scared Kyle Wallace.
I'm not going to be bullied.
This is the most incredible spin zone.
You can keep playing as long as you want, because until he accepts a challenge,
What'd
he
you
will
say,
be.
Kyle? Did you say something, Kyle Wallace? Sounds good, Kyle. Oh, you're in on the 5K? Okay, I'll see you in Green Bay.
Kyle can't speak. He's scared of Strofe. More next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm not Mr. Education. I think that's very clear.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not anti-education. I'm not very educated. And is that fair?
That's fair.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a two-man scramble at TPC Scottsdale, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through February 28th. Your winter chance to play TPC Scottsdale awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When it comes to used cars, there's the rest. Then there's the best. Shop Ewald Automotive Group's best used cars right now, starting under $15,000. Choose from hundreds of hand-selected quality used vehicles, all with a 133-point inspection, all with a 3-day exchange policy. All starting under $15,000. Forget the rest. Drive the best. Get Ewald's best used cars starting under $15,000. See dealer for complete details. Exclusions may apply.
Nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, the Knickerbocker Hotel offers a timeless escape in the heart of Milwaukee. Immerse yourself in the rich history of this iconic landmark where charm meets modern luxury. Picture yourself enjoying breathtaking lake views, luxurious rooms, and dining at one of the finest restaurants in the city. Whether you're visiting for a weekend getaway or a special occasion, the Knickerbocker promises an unforgettable experience. Your perfect stay awaits at the Knickerbocker Hotel. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockeronthelake.com.
Want to know where the snow is? Snow River Mountain Resort in Michigan's UP is buried in it. Over 125 inches of pure natural powder this season alone. Skip the airport hassle and head to the UP's only resort with high-speed lifts. We're talking deep snow, zero crowds, and a season that stretches well into April. Why fly south when winter's best-kept secret is right here in your backyard? Make this spring break legendary at Snow River Mountain Resort. Snow River Mountain Resort, where the snow stays longer and the lines move faster. Visit snowriver.com to book now.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of me earning rewards on all of the purchases I make with Educators Credit Union's debit card. Whether I'm buying groceries, putting gas in my car, or knocking down pins at the bowling alley, I can earn major rewards points. I can redeem my points for cashback, gift cards, concert tickets, travel experiences, and a whole lot more. Join Educators Credit Union and start earning today at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We have a chicken, a part of KBN Nation, after Alex Strofe ran the worst three-cone combine drill video on the internet. Over a 250,000 people have seen it just on Twitter. Kyle is scared to race Alex Strofe in a 5K.
These narratives.
No, it's you created your own narrative.
No, he asked me to do something. I told you I hate running, and so I could beat Alex Strofe in a 5K. It's just the fact that I don't like running.
But wait a minute, you might learn to love running.
No.
Brad, whose entry fee you got for the 5K? Whose are you covering, Strofe's or Kyle?
I'm going to cover Kyle's. I'm going to cover Kyle's.
All right, Strofe, I'll cover you. So that means you can't let me down. Because I've gone Team Strofe here, which is the worst possible decision I could have ever made one day after that video surfaced on the internet.
How did we end up just with a 5K?
You want more?
I mean,
you want 8K?
10K?
Hell no. Hell, give me a mile.
Now, 5K tests a little bit more.
Test what? My endurance?
Like it's like 2.25 miles.
No, it's
3.1.
Whatever. That's what I'm saying.
It's a cross-country race.
Yeah, we can do a 5K here. Team Strofe. Can't believe I'm yelling that.
I legitimately will have to run 3 miles to be able to get myself ready for this. I will legit. I just can't pop out of bed and just run 3.2 miles.
So think of this
as
this as a great thing for your health.
No, Bumstead. My health don't need that.
No, it does.
No,
I've seen you
No.
over the last
When's the last
year and a
time
half.
you ran more than a half mile? When's the last time you ran a half mile?
When's the last time you ran?
Mile? Oh, I probably ran a half mile on the treadmill. Yeah, I do it on the treadmill in my workouts.
So you just run a half mile and stop?
I run for about 10 minutes, so it's a little over a half mile that I end up running, and I transition into it.
Okay.
So,
Is there hope that Alex Strofe can actually win this 5K against Kyle Wallace?
I would love to know the Pato odds. You know, the Pato odds on something like this.
I can get Justin the bookmaker, and we can provide him with the video of Strofe. We can provide Kyle's resume, his 2 knee surgeries.
Yeah, you got a handicap.
I'm not worried about the knee surgeries. It's the motivation. I got to have motivation.
But a public
display
of with Strofe must be enough
this
motivation.
Is so
the motivation, but Brad, you said motivation. The motivation
it's
is
embarrassing for you.
Yes,
no, it's embarrassing that I'm being compared to Strofe.
Well, you can run him out of the waters and then never have to live with that again. Or you can lose and then you're more unathletic than Strofe.
I won't lose. It's like I'd rather do something short, quick, fast.
Yeah, that's because you're scared of the long distance.
No, I don't do long distance.
That can be the competition you pick. This can be Strofe's. Your short one can be yours. Then we can do one final decision for whoever wins the KBN
for all the money.
Oh, there we are. Darts.
Darts would be my pick.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace,
the 5K.
Brad Nortman, 809.
I got it.
800-990-3776. Look, this has to happen now. Like the 5K, I have the money set aside. I just moved it to a mutual fund so it grows, and then I can take it out and pay the Strofe entry fee to the 5K. Brad's got plenty of money to cover Kyle. We all know that.
It's true.
We just need location and date and the opportunity for KBN Nation to watch the greatest spectacle on earth. Kyle Wallace versus Alex Strofe in a 5K.
And the crazy thing, it's not even about running against the 5K against him. It's about running the damn 5K.
You can say that, but we all know deep inside, bok. It's about Strofe.
Before we even had the competition, I said, shoot, y'all can do that. I'll walk.
You can still walk and beat him is the thing.
No. Well, he'll
I thought you were Team Strofe.
I'm trying to get him to do this. He's kind of being a big baby and a chicken, as everyone's letting me know in the Carbless Talking text line.
There are a lot of 5K opportunities out there. I mean, there's one like every week.
Yeah.
So you just pick your date in Milwaukee. So.
Well, Brad, we got to be around.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
We're going to coordinate calendars.
Let's just do it tomorrow.
Nah, I want...
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to train, too. I'm putting your entry fee up there. You better not make a fool of me.
Yeah, I also want no injuries, so a build-up would be great. Whenever stay safe.
Yeah, if you need some stretching in the office, just let me know. Get down. I'm a good athletic trainer. I am your athletic trainer. Personal athletic trainer that helps stretching.
I'm not sure did you ask for that, Strofe? Do you want Ben to...
I haven't asked for a lot of things said about me the last 24 hours. I don't know how to shut it down anymore.
Brad, I can stretch myself.
I'm good.
I will help
I'm not
you.
gonna help
You need my stretching help. After watching the bend in your back, which was lack thereof in the cone drill, you need my help.
We have the NFL Combine over your left shoulder, Benny, and I'm watching 350-pound men beat me by a second and a half in the 40.
Turn that off. We can't have you thinking like that before this 5K. All right, so I don't know how I get into this right now, but I need to get into this because I think it's a fascinating conversation. I'll just say it. I don't have a great way to get into it other than Jair, right? Jair Alexander rumored to be on the market from a trade perspective. But it got us thinking, right? If there's a Green Bay Packer who's on the hot seat for next year, who has to prove something to you next year to prove that he is a valuable Green Bay Packer or his future is very bleak, who is the Green Bay Packer that you are looking for that is on the hot seat that needs to show you something? 800-990-3776. I actually think all four of us have a different answer. You may have a different answer than us. Which Green Bay Packer is on the hot seat? 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talking text line, and we get the answers from you next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Things ever happened to you from a breakup?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about it.
You brought it, so I had to ask.
I ain't gonna put my old shorties on blast. But
why not? They're old shows.
I've had some
old shows.
My parents listen to this show. I don't want my parents to know the craziness that I've dealt with that they son been a part of.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Guys, let's talk about something important. That's you. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa's here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step toward a more confident you.
Are things getting a little stale? Need to bring back some excitement? Rekindle the romance and love your ride this month at Cunis. Your Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis dealerships are showing the love with new vehicle specials you'll adore at nearby locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. From the affordable Buick and Vista SUV to the rugged GMC Sierra pickup, they have vehicles for every budget. Thinking pre-owned? Visit your local dealership website for a sweetheart deal on one of our 10 pre-owned super specials and swipe right for service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Love your ride this month at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisBuickGMC.com.
You can accomplish quite a lot in 6 years. You go from changing diapers to dropping your child off at school. You can get a bachelor's and a master's degree. And you can take up to 6 years to pay off your brand new Pella windows and doors at 0% interest. You get so much more than stunning windows and doors. It's the Pella experience. Talk about quality control. Pella manufactures, sells, installs, and services every product. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 3/8/25.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family. They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
In my mind when she's not right there beside me, I go crazy 'cause
You know, as I was noodling this question, I felt like I had the no-brainer of the correct answer. Which Green Bay Packers on the hot seat for you this coming season? Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Less is more. Who wants to go first? I'll lob it up to the group.
I'll go first.
Attaboy, take the reins.
That's right. So when I looked at this...
That's a man right there.
Oh, sure. Let's step it up to the plate, right, Kyle?
Continue.
To me, it's Kenny Clark. So with Kenny Clark, I mean, guys, he played in every single game last season. And I swear, I have almost no memory of him in the 2024 Green Bay Packers season. There are almost no moments where I feel like he had an impact on the game. And he's supposed to be one of your highest valued players, not only on the defensive line, but the defense in general. This is one of the reasons why Goody gives third contracts so rarely. You know, Kenny Clark had one sack all year last year. That's a career low. He had career low in tackles, combo tackles, assisted tackles, tackles for loss, almost every category outside of his rookie year where he didn't play that much. He had career lows after just signing a massive third contract. So to me, if this D-line is going to get going, there's a lot of people that need to step up and do their thing. But Kenny Clark, to me, he's got to be the force that everyone else thinks he is, because there's plenty of other guys in this league that you see all the time. And don't give me, oh, he's getting double teamed. Chris Jones gets double teamed. Aleem McNeil gets double teamed. Quinnen Williams gets double teamed. And they affect the quarterback and they get theirs. Kenny Clark, you're supposed to be the veteran, the reliable one, the one that is now on his third contract. And to prove to the Green Bay Packers that it's money well spent, you got to do way more than do that. Because next year, guys, he's going to be 30 years old. We know what happens to 30-year-old guys on this team. If he doesn't step up and have a year that's Pro Bowl caliber, Goody's going to look at him and say, see you later. You're too old for me. You're too ineffective for me. So Kenny Clark, got to see it next year. He's on my hot seat.
Yeah, Kenny Clark right there for me. The only thing I dispute with that one is the fact that Kenny Clark's too old to be on the hot seat, because he can actually be cut, right? Like, he has put in enough work where you believe that he served his time. He was good at a certain point. He's never been great, but he's not a guy that's definitely on the hot seat. But when I look at this, it's easy Lucas Van Ness. Lucas Van Ness is the biggest guy that we're looking to. And when I say that, it's not just me who believes that. When Goody was in his press conference, people didn't ask about Kenny Clark. They asked about LVN. They asked specifically about Lucas Van Ness, because we all know, we all have eyes. Some people may be as unathletic as Strofe, but just because Strofe may be unathletic, he knows what non-talented people looks like, because he looked in the mirror and saw it every single day of his life. So he knows LVN lacks the talent needed to be.
That's what I call a lash out, because Strofe challenged him to a 5K, and Kyle is still scared of Strofe in the 5K, so you just lash back out at Strofe unprompted.
So
Instead of you could have used so many reasons as to why LVN is the guy, and you made it about Alex Strofe being unathletic. That was very rude. That is my guy that I'm rooting for against you at a 5K. You don't talk to him like that.
Remember, you tried to defend the fact that people say he was so unathletic that he doesn't know football. I was just saying, even Strofe can tell.
I get it. But LVN has many reasons why he needs to step up, and using Strofe as a point was very interesting.
Strofe was a great point for it. But on top of that, the general manager came out, and when he's talking about him, if you ask about somebody's talent, and when the response is talking about, well, he gives great effort. I don't want a general manager talking about my effort. That's it in year 2 going into year 3. I want him to talk about he's been impactful in the rush defense. He's been be able to get to the quarterback. He's shown great flashes. He didn't say any of that word. He's still talking in potential when this young man, Lucas Van Ness, is going into his 3rd season, and he's talking about taking a big jump this year. And so overall, when I look at it and you look at the stats, Lucas Van Ness needs to take a big jump next year, or he may not have a job after next year. Well, he'll have a job.
He'll have a job.
He won't be. He'll be.
He'll fade off.
Yeah, exactly. His snaps will start to dwindle.
They already are very small. 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Gilbert in Oak Creek. Which Green Bay Packer is in the hot seat area for you in 2025 that needs to perform?
Not to sound like an echo chamber, but, I mean, it's the whole defensive line. We have to be able to put pressure on a quarterback. If you don't put pressure on a quarterback, the secondary can only hold them for so long. And we don't need to call a blitz package every single play to get pressure. We shouldn't have to.
Shouldn't have to. Appreciate the call. And, the common theme here is, look, I'm going to go with LVN. I don't know who. Strofe, real quick, just tell me the name, and we'll get to the reasons why in a second. Who do you have as the hot seat guy for you?
That's Rashawn Gary.
Okay, see, that's what I was going to go to. He has Rashawn Gary. I have LVN. You have Kenny Clark. Our caller immediately says the whole defensive line.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
LVN, and fair or unfair, you guys tell me when I do the comparison. We all know that the pick swap for Aaron Rodgers led to the 13th pick, and the Jets then selected after Lucas Van Ness and picked Will McDonald. Will McDonald, in his second season, after having 3 sacks in his first season, had 10.5 sacks.
10.5 sacks?
10.5 sacks in his second season as a New York Jet, where their defense wasn't even as particularly as good as it had been in past years. He has also 2 forced fumbles last year. LVN, let's go over here. 3 sacks last year, 1 forced fumble. LVN in 2024, compared to somebody picked 2 picks after him, it just shows the 10.5 sacks from a second-year player picked after the guy that the Packers picked 13th in a pick swap with that said team. That is so frustrating. It's not to the level of Kevin King, TJ Watt, and I know it's like, I get it, like, however he picked in that year is based off, the way the Packers draft off of potential value, RAS. I don't know what TJ Watt's RAS score because they've been doing the same defense as Goody said at the press conference of the Combine. We've had the same defensive philosophy in the draft for 30 years. Here's another example of LVN. But Rashawn Gary puts this whole defensive line, as our caller and all of us are saying, on notice. Nobody's saying Romeo Doubs, which you could say that he needs to have a even bigger year with the presence of Christian Watson gone. Jaden Reed wouldn't be on the hot seat, but, I mean, he needs to be more consistent. We know he can do it in flashes. Nobody said, I guess, Tucker Kraft's good, Josh Jacobs good, but somebody could say Jordan Love. Somebody could.
I mean,
I'd hear it out
for his contract.
I hear it out based off contract.
It's
but not based off moving on from.
It's not as drastic, and I think this is a reflection of how woefully this defensive line has played. Nobody has stepped up and stood out and shined as the leader of this defensive line. Now, I may agree that Rashawn Gary is going to be on the hot seat next year, or even Kenny Clark, but it still is problematic that we're all pointing to the defensive line. But I'm telling you this right now, Lucas Van Ness has not been very good. He is one of the worst run defenders in the NFL. According to Pro Football Focus, he is in the bottom quarter of run defenders in the NFL. That is not good for the Green Bay Packers. He has too many negative marks than he has positive marks. And again, if he does not show that he has some type of bright spot, he can contribute to this football team, that we don't have guys like Kingsley Enagbare, who was drafted way after he was, can impact this team better, or a rookie can come in and be drafted in the second, third round or something like that, like a Kobe Wooden, then that's a problem, right? And so Lucas Van Ness must pop out this season, or Lucas Van Ness is not going to get the amount of snaps going in a year.
On the Carbless Talk and Text line, Justin chimes in. He says it's completely fair. Will McDonald for the Jets had a massive sack production in college, and LVN did not. Yeah. This wasn't hard. And here's another thing to that. It's a common trend, right? Like there's you just look at some of these guys and you look at production. Even Christian Watson, coming out of NDSU, North Dakota State, the FBS school, he didn't catch the ball a lot. He wasn't targeted a lot. It wasn't part of the way that they played offense. But because he hit the measurables and what Goody liked, he was picked. We've even mentioned as someone as simple as Anders Carlson, a kicker that was drafted by the Packers, was horrible in forget RAS score. He was horrible in college. He didn't even have that great of a percentage, but they picked him. There are too many trends. I think the biggest thing, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but there has got to be deep down in the soul where Packer fans are thinking to themselves, can we pick a guy that when we look at their resume and what they did in college, that there is probably a better chance of them coming in and not being even when they picked Quay Walker, they weren't talking about Quay as one of the most productive guys on the Georgia team.
Not even close.
They were talking about what he could be in the NFL.
No, you know what else they were talking about? The fact that he didn't start until his senior year. Right? It's the fact that he had to wait to start. He couldn't crack the starting lineup. And so right now, what you're seeing is that slow growth and development that he had at Georgia. You're also seeing that slow growth and development that he is having with the Green Bay Packers. This is indicative of Goody's failures to be able to draft guys that can make an instant impact in the first round.
Well, and you look at this and you say the guys that are successful, outside of LVN, I still will never forget when they drafted him. They said, "Oh yeah, well he's in the rotation at Iowa. He's not a starter." I couldn't believe it. But let's talk about a guy who Kyle says. I forgot what our topic was yesterday, but Kyle saying the best Packer on the roster. What was where Edgerrin Cooper? Was,
yeah, it was Edgerrin Cooper.
So now I want to know what topic that was.
What was the topic we were talking about?
We're saying who's the guy that
Goody's best draft pick.
His best pick.
Goody's draft pick. You look at Edgerrin Cooper. He was a consensus All-American. He was All-SEC. He had one of his best games of his college career against the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3 sacks, tackles for losses, 11 tackles.
Powerful.
He was a dude.
Powerful.
He showed it on the film in the SEC.
More of that, Goody.
And shocker, he brought that on the field as well on the NFL. On-field production. Let's value that a little bit more than the measurables.
All right, let's see if the royal family strikes again. Brad, you're going to tell us about Carbless, and we're going to play over-under coming up next. Caller 15 and caller 20. I'll get to the number in a second.
That's right. It's Thirsty Thursday, and that means carbless at the Nortman estate because the new Tropical Bliss package is unbelievable. I tried each and every one of them. Watermelon, raspberry, grapefruit, and guys, I think this shot to my favorite is Blood Orange. Blood Orange is such a unique taste. Nothing like it on the market. The Tropical Bliss variety pack from Carbliss they're changing the game once again. It just feels like a tropical escape getaway right here, even though it might not be tropical feeling right now in the winter of Wisconsin. Not only that, the taste is unbelievable. You know that from Carbliss right now, and the Tropical Bliss variety pack doubles down again. It's all the things you love about Carbliss. Less carbonation, 100 calories. No sugar, no carbs, gluten-free. All the things you love about that guilt-free experience that Carbliss gives you every single time. I'm telling you, when I crack open that can, and take that first sip, it's like I'm tasting it for the first time all over again. So if you're going to enjoy a beverage like I will tonight on a Thirsty Thursday, make it a Carbliss. Whether it be at a bar or where you're going down your grocery store, go ahead and pick it on up. You will not regret it because Carbliss hits every time. Because less is more with Carbliss.
800-990-3776. I didn't even give the phone number.
Yeah, I've got 15 and 20 already.
Good job, KBN Nation. We'll explain the rules and get to over-under next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And make sure everyone's tuning in when we do this, because y'all's faces are going to be like,
it better be sweet.
If you think I'm going to act like that for oatmeal, you're outside your damn
You've never
mind.
had Brad Nortman's oatmeal.
It's not Quaker, is it?
Chocolate chip pancakes with butter
organic.
and syrup that made me go, oh, baby, oatmeal ain't going to do that.
You'll be surprised. I'm going to do a variety.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. All day, every day. The Carbliss talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbliss talk and text line. This is more.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
Join Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball for an exciting weekend of hoops action at UWM Panther Arena. On Thursday, Milwaukee takes on Oakland at 7, followed by a Saturday matinee with Detroit Mercy at 3. Experience all the action, including rim-rattling dunks, clutch three-pointers, and game-changing blocks. Tickets start at $13. That's Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball this Thursday at 7 and Saturday at 3. Visit MKEPanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
Hurry
Hurry into Menards and save big money on your appliance upgrade. You need reliable and energy-efficient appliances to conquer the day. Menards is your one-stop shop with the largest in-stock appliance selection ready to take home today. Check out our top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and Criterion. Save big money on all appliances at Menards and check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
That weird Wisconsin weather is here. Snow one day, sun the next. But you can always count on Tsunami Express to keep your car clean. With 6 locations across southeastern Milwaukee, Tsunami Express helps fight that salt, grime, and mud with powerful vacuums and state-of-the-art wash technology. Technology like their best-in-class T2 with graphene for a long-lasting shine and protection. Stop at any Tsunami Express location and get your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Terms and conditions apply. First wash free for new members only.
The second half of the basketball season is here, and the race to the playoffs is heating up on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. The app is really simple to use. Pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Don't miss your chance to cash in as the league's best fight for playoff positioning. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40-plus states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code WI. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code WI on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for just playing. Guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
At the Knickerbocker Hotel, we believe your stay should be as convenient and luxurious as possible. Whether you're planning a small meeting or a special event, our versatile space is perfect for any occasion. Start your day with a delicious meal at the Nick Restaurant and Bar, or unwind at the Nick Salon and Spa. Wanting to stay active? Their 24-hour fitness center is always available. If you need something custom-made or alterations made, there's a tailor on site. The Knickerbocker, where every detail is designed with your comfort in mind. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockerontheLake.com.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Did the royal family strike again, Alex Strofe?
No, they did not.
It is time for over-under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. Strophe running the show. We got our callers, so let's get to the game.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
It is over-under time here on KBN. I have selected a topic of 10. I have set an over-under line. And these boys will have 3 minutes to try to get as many right as they can in a maximum of 10 guesses. Today's caller 15, was Justin in St. Francis. He is a believer. Specifically a Benny believer. I'll get to that in just a moment.
Wow.
Nicole and Aaron was caller 20. She is on the under. Not by choice.
Are you still mad at us?
I haven't decided yet. I'm going to play that one by ear.
All right, well, the way this works is Strofe has a category, and there's an over-under that we're going to get. We get 10 guesses in 3 minutes to get as many right answers as possible. So we're shooting for the over every time, and Francis is a Benny believer.
No. Justin in St. Francis which I said after I explained all the rules you just explained again.
Justin in St. Francis is a Benny believer.
Benny, I assume you are the final answer.
Dude, this is going to be tough. I look at
little bit of movement.
I look at Ken Pom.
Oh no,
this is AP poll.
I haven't.
And it just changed.
It changed on Monday.
What's the over under?
It's 8.5.
Oh boy,
So
that's high. That is high.
Well, I just looked at the like a projected bracket.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
I
that
skimmed it.
But that doesn't matter. Like there are teams that might be outside the top 25
3,
in the
2, 1.
So
All right,
Duke, obviously.
Auburn final.
Yep, that's number 1.
Alabama
Hang
final,
on.
right?
No.
They're not in the top 10
I'm
anymore?
the final answer guy. They have been losing. Just give me a second here.
They were just 2.
Just to confirm,
Duke
you
final.
only have Auburn. That's correct.
Duke final.
Duke is number 2.
Houston final.
Ooh, good one.
Houston is number 4.
Is St. John's in the top 10 now?
Not yet, I don't believe.
Do you think Bama dropped out?
Just stay with me. Florida final.
Oh yeah, they've been playing well.
You have the top 4. They are number 3.
Tennessee final.
Yeah. You're the only 10 I see.
You have the top 5. Nicely done, Kyle.
From the tightrope.
All right, so I knew I'd get the top 5. This is where I got to start
Did you say
thinking.
Kyle from the tightrope?
I meant the
top ropes.
Top ropes.
Yeah.
Michigan State's not in the top 10.
Wisconsin's 11.
Dang, are they? They're ahead of Michigan State?
Michigan State.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8, final.
That is correct. They are number 8.
Are they the only Big Ten team?
They are the only Big Ten team. Michigan is outside of the top 10 they play tonight against Rutgers.
Just to recap, you have 1 through 5 and number 8, excuse me. You are looking for 6, 7, 9, and 10.
Iowa State has faltered. They were in the top 10. I think SEC. I got Florida, Auburn, Tennessee already. Okay.
The ACC's trash this
The
year.
ACC's trash. It's just Duke.
And you got the SEC. And then the Big 12, you got Houston. And then Kansas is trash. Iowa State.
State.
But I don't know.
They had
They're
a
up
really
there.
bad loss.
There's no small schools.
No, the Zags aren't.
Yeah.
St. Mary's is not. Why am I struggling so hard?
Arizona.
They just fell out. I think.
Is Missouri in the top 10 right now?
Was Oklahoma there for a little bit?
No.
No, Oklahoma's unranked, I promise.
Yeah, Missouri had a big upset win, but I remember when I saw it, they weren't ranked in the top 10 at that point. I think it was last week.
I know, but they beat Alabama the brains out, and they just keep rolling.
But
I'm going to go. No, they're not.
1 minute.
Suck.
Missouri final. Damn it. What are they? 12?
Give me a moment to pull that out. They are 14th.
Oh, no, UConn.
No, they're unranked.
Good.
Are they still unranked?
They're unranked.
Anyone else in the Big East?
No, it would be St. John's. It will be St. John's because Creighton, I don't think there's that.
No, Creighton's unranked. Why am I struggling so much?
Got to get 3 more right.
Texas Tech, I know, is good.
Texas isn't good.
30 seconds.
Auburn, Alabama. You said no to Alabama.
Do Alabama final.
Yeah, they're number 6.
Oh.
Okay, so we got 7, 9, and 10.
Yes.
7, 9, and 10.
Man, I'm shocked that
No
St.
Purdue?
John's wouldn't be.
Purdue's no. There's no Big Ten, I promise.
Okay.
Maryland was outside.
Oh, they're Big Ten as well.
It was Wisconsin's 11. I'm pretty sure.
10.
I think they're
9. 8.
St. John's.
7.
St. John's final.
6.
St. John's is
5.
7th. You need 1 more.
4. 3. 2.
One. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final. Good job! Good job, team! Good job, team!
That was so good. My heart is
Good job.
beating out
Thank
of
you
my
for
chest.
trusting my Iowa State, like putting their name out there. Are they 9 or 10?
They're 9th. You got the top 9. I just want to acknowledge, at one point with 45 seconds left, you had the following 4 left. You didn't get one of them. Alabama, St. John's, Iowa State, the one you missed. You mentioned all 4 of them. The last one on the list was Texas Tech.
I did mention TTC.
And Wisconsin's 11.
Wisconsin's 11th.
That was good.
That was
which was the inspiration.
Getting 9 there is tough.
That's tough.
Because those things shift like crazy. And honestly, I think sometimes 2 weeks ago, I think a win was a week ago.
That top 6 has stayed
6
pretty
has
consistent.
stayed pretty,
But
it's
St.
7 through 10.
St. John's,
tough.
it's their first week in the top 10. I think it's Michigan State's first week in the top 10. Iowa State's wavered, to your point. They're back in the top 10. And then Texas Tech has been kind of borderline top 10 all year.
Texas Tech is shooting up the ranks.
Weren't they high earlier in there, though?
No, they have jumped up 30 spots in Ken Pom since January 5th.
Woo, that
really
was a
good.
buzzer beater. I want to hear that back.
Congratulations to the Benny Believer. Justin in St. Francis.
Hey.
I love winning.
Good job, Ben.
That was
No,
close.
good job, everybody.
Hey, Brad. Nice contributions.
What did I say?
You said UConn.
Well,
Purdue and UConn.
Texas?
I said Tennessee.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say Tennessee.
And then I just started hitting the main flavors. I don't know.
The main flavors.
the big day.
Yeah.
Purdue,
UConn, they won.
Man. Jason Wilde's schedule will appear at 3:15. Brad Nortman's got a strong stance for you in 2 minutes. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Before we get to Brad, he's going to tell you about Quintessa.
That's right. Time to get your body right. You know what? I read a quote today. It was Warren Buffett. He said if you only had
Wait,
one...
you're talking about Quintessa and Warren Buffett?
No, hold on with me, KBN Nation. If you only had one car, you would take care of it. You'd wash it. You'd take care of it. You wouldn't leave it out in the sleet and snow. Well, guess what? You only have one body. And because of that, you got to take care of it. You got to make sure that it's, thinking about longevity. And Quintessa is the way to do that. You're going to feel better inside and out when you take care of all the different things that Quintessa has to offer. It's total wellness. Yes, all the other things help of hitting the gym and eating better, but that can only get you so far. With Quintessa, they're going to utilize all their different things like skincare, Botox, how about IV therapy, hormone therapy, guys, especially with low T. That was something that as you age can help you reach your goals. Infrared saunas, supplements, they've helped me and they've loaded up me with supplements, and I'm the best I've ever felt. It's time to feel your absolute best because we're not getting any younger, guys, let's be honest. And we will still want to feel confident. We want to feel like ourselves. And we can do that with Quintessa. They're going to meet you where you're at, make it simple, easy, effective, and tailored completely to you. So I love investing. Might as well invest in yourself with Quintessa. Visit myquintessa.com and take that step forward today and take advantage of their New Year's specials.
In 2 minutes, Brad Nortman's time to shine. It's not here, Brad out, but it kind of is.
Think ski season is over? Well, think again. Granite Peak's bringing you Wisconsin's longest ski season, going strong through April 6th. We're talking spring skiing at Wisconsin's largest resort with live music, fireworks, and endless snow across our incredible terrain. Make it a getaway in nearby Wausau, where comfortable lodging and family activities await. Why travel far when the best spring skiing is right here? Book your ski and stay packages today. Visit skigranitepeak.com for lift tickets and lodging packages. Granite Peak, where winter lasts longer.
Are you tired of debit cards with no rewards? When you switch to Educators Credit Union, you can count on earning major rewards on your everyday purchases. Join and start earning today at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Hanging with you, KBN Nation, till 5 o'clock. Ben Brust, Kyle. Ooh. Record scratch off the top?
Boys, I have I have had to review the tape on over-under. I don't think you got it off in time.
No.
Did you alter the audio?
Like last night we saw Michigan State win on a buzzer beater. That shot was off before the buzzer. I don't think this one was off before the buzzer. And Ben, I had 2 minutes. I did not have time to alter the audio. Let's take a listen together and tell me what you think.
St. John.
Well, I can't listen if you don't play it.
St. John.
7.
St. John's final.
6.
St. John's is
5,
7th. You need one more.
4, 3, 2,
Say one. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final.
I hear the
Iowa State final. Iowa State final. Ooh. Iowa State final. It's Iowa State final. Got it off.
I hear the I of Iowa before the buzzer. I mean, literally
The
just
I.
the I, not the
Just
O.
the I. Iowa State final. Iowa State final.
Wow.
That is close as it can be.
Right off the fingertip.
Wow.
off
You
the
freeze.
finger.
You freeze.
I don't know.
You freeze frame that, and that is the ball leaving the fingertip. Like again, the buzzer could be going off while the ball is in the air for a buzzer beater, which means it is just off the fingertip. I got the I, which is the completion of the shot, while the buzzer's going, it is in the air.
Okay, well, I feel like a basketball analogy is a really bad one to use here because the shot wasn't off, clearly. You didn't finish saying Iowa State. We do not have definitive rules on if you need to get the whole shot off in this game, right? And Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? If the question is asked, the buzzer sounds, you say the answer, it counts.
Mm-hmm.
This, you have 3 minutes to answer the same question. Let's listen again.
Iowa State final.
Oh, that is so close.
It's unbelievable. Make the ruling, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Got it off. Got it off.
One more time, Strophy.
Iowa State final. Oh, my gosh.
You certainly say the I. I mean, barely. But you say the I before the buzzer.
Like,
it's as close as can be.
It is.
But I feel like this is
a
like
millimeter.
In the NFL, when you challenge it, there has to be overwhelming evidence to overturn the call.
I would say
the call was a win.
I would say we can't confirm the call, but the call on the radio field stands.
Yeah, call stands.
The win and over-under goes
Let me
to
hear it
Kyle,
again.
Brust, and Nortman. Iowa State final.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know if it's that easy.
He barely got it off.
Did he get it off?
That is nuts.
David says it counts. Keep it coming. I want to know what you think. 800-990-3776.
That was good. We got the buzzer beater.
Wow.
I heard that buzz and I thought we lost. Because I'm so used to hearing a buzz means we lost. And then when I heard
it's
that,
never come in the history of over-under, it's never come down to as close as it was right there. There's been buzzer beaters, but that is as close.
What was your hesitation to say it when you heard two?
Because I forgot, as you said it, I was the final answer guy.
Oh.
So because I was the final answer guy, I had to make sure I said final answer with my
4, 3, 2,
Say one. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final. Oh my gosh. See how I said final? So that solidified it into the record.
Oh, my goodness. I
That
don't
is
know, man.
unbelievably
I
close.
legitimately don't know what to do.
Even the I, it's a nanosecond before the buzzer. If it is, I think it's before.
Is there a way to? I know you can like enhance
Freeze
the
frame.
audio clips on the computer. Is there a way to see and like break apart the
waves?
buzzer in the eye
yeah.
to
There is
see
actually-
what comes first?
It's legitimately simultaneous. I already looked at that. That's why I don't know what to do.
No,
simultaneous?
Well, if it's simultaneous, tie goes to the runner, which is what we do in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Iowa State final. Tie goes to the offense.
You started talking. Good for you.
Because if it's an interception, or a catch, if it's simultaneous catch, that goes to the offense, right? We are the offense.
I will say the only thing I'm going to take credit for there is knowing I was the final answer guy.
So
because if I had not jumped in and Kyle had said it, it would not have counted because he is not the final answer
So
guy.
could I
for
have
this
said
round.
Iowa State and you just say final?
I think you have to say. I just think final because I think you have to say both. You have to clarify as the final answer guy. Like it's like think about we all watched as a kid is when before you had television.
Uh-oh.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Literally suits.
Is this your final answer? Yes, this is my final answer for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
That's true.
So Ted in Evansville, 800-990-3776. You're up on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
All right, boys. So I don't want to do this to you, but the second I heard it, I thought there was no way they got that off. the key here. The key here is you have to say final answer because you said their names multiple times throughout the 3 minutes. You didn't say final answer before the time expired. You didn't start the F in final, so therefore it does not count.
It's a really good point.
Well, Ted, I didn't ask you to call in on behalf of Alex Stroh.
Right. I didn't realize.
And by the way, he said all that matters is this. No, all that matters is the person to my left, the content director of 94.5 ESPN, who upholds the utmost integrity here.
He has a suit on.
And ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
It's like Roger
So
Goodell.
joining us is Brian D., content director for the official ruling of over-under.
Thank you, Stroh. I didn't know my mic was, I didn't see the red light. I don't know what's going on. Normally when I come in here, I have some semblance of idea of what's happening on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. I just got a text from Alex Stroh 5 minutes ago. I've been in meetings since 8 a.m. straight through this morning.
Important guy, huh?
Wearing a suit today.
I'm wearing a suit today. I don't know what is happening. Stroh just texted me and said, I need you to come into the studio for a ruling.
I'd be happy to bring you up to speed,
I don't
Brian.
know what's going on.
We played the game over-under in the prior segment, and the over-under was 8.5.
Okay.
We have 10 guesses in 3 minutes to get as many correct answers as possible.
I'm familiar with the game.
We
3 minutes.
We had 8, and then we had to get one at the final buzzer.
Okay.
Now, there's a final answer person every time we play. Today it was me, so I need to make sure that every answer we give, there was a final approval on that answer.
Okay.
Now, the question here is, and are you smarter than Ben Brust? When the question is started to be asked, and the buzzer goes off, the question will count.
Correct.
We are now in over-under where you will hear the ending, and you will have to make a ruling.
6.
St. John's is 7th. You need one more.
4, 3, 2,
Say one. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final. Now play it. Iowa State final. Play it as many times as you
Can I
need.
hear it again? I feel like a ref going to the monitor at the end of a game to see if the backboard is lit up.
Iowa State final. Iowa State final.
I need more than that. Can you go back?
What do you mean you need more than that? That's all we need.
You see the whole.
I'm halfway through the buzzer right now.
2,
Say one. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final.
One more time.
St. John's is
5,
7th. You need one more.
4, 3, 2,
Say one. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final.
That's unbelievably close.
So close.
Iowa State final. And so we had said since the call on the field was a win, that you cannot confirm this, but there is not enough evidence to overturn the win. The call on the field stands.
So the thing is here, Brian, you have to keep in mind, I am coming from a place of subjectivity. I want them to lose. Ben, Brad, and Kyle coming from a place of subjectivity. They thought they won. They want to win.
You hit the buzzer. You
I
gave us the ding, ding, ding.
Because I hadn't looked at the tape.
No, based off your ears when you saw it live,
You gave us a win.
You said it was a touchdown, so the play stands.
It's interesting for me because the rules of different reviews in different sports are different, right? Like if this is a bang-bang play at first base in baseball, the tie goes to the runner, which means it would go to you guys. In football, if there's irrefutable evidence,
which
the
we
call
have.
stands.
Yeah,
right?
it stands.
And if the wide receiver and DB both catch it, it goes to the wide receiver.
Correct.
That's
But in basketball, if you don't get the shot off before the buzzer, it doesn't count.
And that is my gut response. My gut initial reaction hearing the clip out of the blue.
So you're just taking the basketball rule? We're just throwing out baseball? We're throwing out football?
Is that your fingertip was on the basketball as the backboard lit up and the horn sounded?
Iowa State final. But we're able to, in Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, go 15 seconds past the buzzer for an answer
But
and a question.
This one is 3 minutes. You said Iowa State final.
That's
in
a
3
different
minutes
game.
and 3 seconds.
Now,
started the process.
Kyle had said Iowa State, and I had the
Doesn't
presence
matter.
of mind like Reggie Miller to run back to the three-point line after the Knicks threw it in.
Did this dude just did this?
And did this dude just did this? Yes, I did. John Starks. Missed 2 free throws after he got fouled. I'm way too deep into winning time right now.
I have this vision of
You're going to overturn it after all of this?
Again, you asked me to come down here for an objective.
I didn't. Strofe did.
I was asked by the show, regardless of who's speaking for the show.
Oh, well, now
to come down here.
The other people in the show decide to vote you off the island.
To give an objective ruling, and my gut objective ruling is that your finger is on the basketball.
Well, you're gonna have to call
Winslow.
Ted in Thiensville.
Straight up Justice Winslow.
You're gonna have to call Ted in Thiensville.
Okay, I can call Ted
because he's now got a win taken away from him. He's now going to lose.
The Vinny Believer. You don't even remember the guy's name.
It was Justin in St. Francis.
Justin in St. Francis
was
won.
Francis.
Yeah, Justin, who's a Benny believer. Now you're hurting my fans.
Can we?
Nicole and Aaron, though. I mean, she was on the under. Why aren't we thinking about her?
Since the call screen's broken, the name is
Sean in Racine is on the.
You're on the Cardinals Talking text line, Sean.
Hey, guys. So the I came out before the buzzer, and the word final was done before the buzzer was done.
Oh, what a wrinkle.
Look at the ray.
We got to listen again.
I like that.
So what was the final?
Oh, wow, beforehand.
But hold on.
Wait, back up. What was the argument?
He said because he completed the sentence before the buzzer was completed.
The I started
I don't
before
think
the
that
buzzer
matters.
and finished before the
But
buzzer
stop
ended.
for a second. If we're going by basketball rules, it doesn't matter if the shot goes in if it's still in your hand.
But no, 3 minutes. That was full. The buzzer is part of the complete time.
No, the complete time is. I'm staring at it. It is 3 minutes and 4 seconds. The buzzer is 4 seconds long, which is after 3 minutes. Joshie DiMaggio has chimed in. Says, as the creator of the timer you use, the answer came actually well after 3 minutes. He says it doesn't count. Wow.
Well, we didn't. Wait a minute.
He's the reason why this is being changed
Brian
now?
D., who is your boss, says it doesn't count. Josh DiMaggio, who created the timer, said it's after 3 minutes. I don't think it counts.
No, it counts.
Again,
See, to
I
me,
feel
that's 3 on 3.
Sounds like you guys need to clarify some things.
I would say final.
I feel a little bit like Switzerland here because I came in completely out of the dark, unprivy to what was going on, right?
Classic suit. You're like a politician. I'm Switzerland. I'm for everybody.
In this situation, this requires, what's the sky judge in the NFL? Like, we need that guy to swoop in and actually give an arbitrary kind of ruling on what's going on.
As content director with Jason Wilde coming up next, do you give him any authority to break this down?
I always give Jason some authority on his opinion. I don't want to give him final say.
We'll take his opinion into account.
I like his opinion.
What we're going to do, no matter what, is give somebody, since tomorrow's a little funky, we have some Brewers baseball on 94.5 ESPN, and we'll be on in Madison from 2 to 4. We'll be on YouTube the entire time tomorrow from 2 to 5. So I'd like to give the audience the opportunity to win Frozen Pizza Friday right now. 800-990-3776. You never know what you're going to get in that wonderful, wonderful prize pack from Palermo's. We'll go caller number 10. For the Palermo's Frozen Pizza Friday on Thursday prize pack. 800-990-3776, caller 10. Brian, you will have to take the tape, go enhance the audio, go do what you need to do, and we will receive text of an official statement at some point during the show.
The tape? I thought we broke down Strofe yesterday.
Nailed it.
Well, we start things off with a crash. 41 southbound, south of Hampton, but before Capitol, off on the left shoulder. So watch out for delays coming in from Good Hope Road. Westbound 94, we're seeing delays from about 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's just a little bit tight right around 35th Street. And then southbound on 43, backing up just about at Keith down to about Burleigh. And we've also got some delays on northbound on the Rock Freeway, just north of Moreland Road, all the way up towards the Beloit Road ramp. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 30. Tomorrow, partly sunny, mild and windy, isolated afternoon showers with a high of 51. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Join their two-man scramble tournament and play TPC Scottsdale for a chance to win cash through the 28th. Sign up at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This three-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah, that's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and roll for riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hungry? Quick Trip's got you. No dinner plans? Food's here, and it's a pizza party. Don's pizzas are 4 for just $10. Choose from a variety of toppings. So easy and delicious. Get plenty to eat and keep your wallet happy too.
Food's here, and it's ready when you are. Quick Trip isn't just convenient, it's here to make your life easier and better.
Fuel up at your ultimate destination for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
Drum roll, please.
Carbliss is here with refreshing new flavors. Introducing their Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Let the summertime flavors of blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit whisk you away from the winter blues. New flavors, same great Carbliss perks. Every handcrafted cocktail still has 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories. Find the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack in store wherever Carbliss is sold and enjoy your winter passport to paradise. Grab a pack today and discover why Bliss is more with Carbliss.
The new year is here, and we all know it's the perfect time to hit the reset button. Let's be real, guys. Feeling confident in how you look and feel isn't just for women. That's where Quintessa Aesthetic Center comes in. From now through March 31st, Quintessa is offering exclusive packages to help you start 2025 as a more confident you. Whether it's weight loss plans or even IV therapy, Quintessa has personalized options backed by medical experts to help you look and feel your absolute best. Visit myquintessa.com to learn more. Make 2025 the year you feel confident inside and out.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at TPC Scottsdale, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through February 28th. Your winter chance to play TPC Scottsdale awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Joining us now on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin is Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason 9 to noon on Wilde and Tausch and see his writing on Twitter at Jason J. Wilde, where he very much so will tweet out his articles with his new gig at Channel 3000. Jason, welcome into KBN.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Well, we're in the midst of controversy right now, and as somebody who Brian D. just said he really values your opinion, and as he was trying to come up with a ruling on this, we could definitely use some help. So,
disagreeing how high Alex Strofe will go in the NFL draft?
UDFA. If that, retrieving balls for Brad Nortman at training camp.
A manager, something like that.
He is
equipment manager.
I don't even know if he could retrieve the balls for the special teams.
No. He couldn't even be a water boy. He would trip over himself. They said, no. Get somebody else.
So, Jason, what we're going to do here is I'm going to tell you how the game is played and what happened. We were playing over-under, and the three of us get 10 guesses in 3 minutes to get as many right answers as possible. The over-under was 8.5. We had 7 heading into the final 7 seconds here because you're probably going to play the St. John's version here. So did we, in your opinion, get this off in time?
All right.
So St. John's final. If you have a question, go ahead.
Jason.
Well, I just said. So Strofe is going to play me a not-so-instant replay, and then I'm going to assess what should have been called. So I'm like the sky judge for the NFL.
Very, very well put, Jason. Yes.
All right.
One thing you do need to know is final answer matters because I was the final answer giver. And so you just listen to the clip and you give us your thoughts.
7.
St. John's final.
6.
St. John's
5,
is 7th. You need one more.
4, 3, 2,
Say one. Iowa State.
1.
Iowa State final.
How is that controversial? Doesn't sound like you got it off at all.
Well, listen close.
I don't even know what you said there.
Iowa State final. Iowa State final. The I came out before the buzzer.
He gets the I off before the buzzer. It's sure what it sounds like.
But so does are we using like he got the ball leaves his hand because he says I
would say it's
but he
equivalent.
didn't say final.
I would say it's equivalent to my foot touching the bag and the ball going into the mitt and the tie goes to the runner.
You play baseball around here.
I would say that because, as you well know, being the outstanding shooter that you were during your college career, a shot is not just the ball leaving your hand. It is the process of squaring up and rising up and shooting the ball, and then it leaving your fingertips at the end.
Well, who said this was a basketball shot? Why did this become a basketball
Yeah,
shot?
it's baseball.
Why is it a baseball one?
Well, and you came in here as the sky judge, and as the sky judge, I feel as if there is not indisputable evidence to overturn the call on the field in which Alex Strofe gave us the ding, ding, ding as a winner.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think you got it off.
No, and actually,
if
Jason,
we're using football, you called Hutt for the snap, but I'm not sure that the snap was actually in your hand.
But
Jason, they looked down, look up, look
they
down.
looked over at the clock and said 0, and they looked back and it was off. So they didn't call delay of game.
I don't think you got it off.
Damn.
Sorry.
Gosh, we tried. I mean, we were pulling a full court press on this
Thank
one.
goodness he's not the judge and the jury.
Wait, so everyone, who thinks you didn't get it off besides me?
I'd say 75% think we got it off, 25% don't.
And who's the ultimate arbiter? Because it's certainly not me.
ESPN-WisconsinContest.com.
And Strofe also, he gave us the ding, ding, ding that it was right initially.
Yeah, so like the call on the field was
Stands.
a success. So we have to have irrefutable evidence to overturn said call.
Oh, I think there's irrefutable. I do not hear the complete answer delivered before the buzzer. Sorry. Don't hear it.
I will take that opinion and make sure it does not get to the proper authorities making the final decision, but we appreciate your input. We just don't like it. Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. And, I think heading into the year, it's not that Jair was on the hot seat, and it just was one of those things where it's like, can he stay healthy? He's on a deal in which...
That's not true at all.
You think he was on the hot
totally
seat?
Wrong about that. I hate that hot seat term. I think it's terrible.
What's a better
Under
term?
the microscope.
Under the microscope, or someone that needed to perform.
I like that one better. I like under the microscope better because look, it wasn't.
I'm not.
Just,
by the way, I said he wasn't
just injury
on the hot seat heading in, but it was someone who we needed to see perform. Otherwise, he might be on his way out.
I think he was entering a critical year where there would be a lot of scrutiny of him. So if you want to say under the microscope, I'm definitely on board with that.
Who's the biggest Green Bay Packer under the microscope? Because we have LVN, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, and did I miss anybody?
Not that we said. The whole D line.
Next season, you're talking about 2025 now.
Yep.
So again, I feel like maybe I should be fired as the sky judge. I thought you meant going into this past season.
No. We're using like Jair was kind of like a guy that we wanted to see, what he would do, if he'd be able to be a Green Bay Packer after that kind of a weird season where he, did the coin toss, but then played really well in the playoffs and then started the year really good and then obviously got injured and his story's been injuries or whatever the reason. He was kind of a name that everyone was like, what's going to happen with him? We have pinpointed some guys that are under the microscope for 2025.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about him for next year because I never expected him to be on the team. Like I as Strofe and I talked about on the season finale of Weekly Wildy, which was not a cliffhanger, like Tausch's favorite show from the '80s, Dallas, Who Shot JR. I never really considered him as a 2025 player on the microscope because I don't expect him to be on the team. Now, if he is, I will be surprised. I don't think that looking for shopping him for a trade is a great sign that they want him back. I mean, I keep going back to what Goody said when he was directly asked on what was that Tuesday at the Combine. Is Jair going to be on this team in 2025? We'll see. The answer to me, if you plan on having him on your team, is, look, we got a lot of things we got to work out, but this I can tell you without a doubt, Bill Huber or whoever asked the question, we want him on this team. We're a better football team when he's healthy and he's playing for us. You guys saw what he did in the 2020 NFC Championship game against Tom Brady. He had 2 interceptions in that game. You saw what he did in the Dallas playoff game. He had an interception in that game. You saw what he did in Tennessee when he had the pick 6. He is still a really good football player when he's healthy. Now, it's been a struggle the last 2 years for him to be out there, but we got to work through some things. There's some things with his contract and everything else that we got to work through, but I can tell you guys this, we want him on our football team. That is the answer that you give if you truly want him on your football team. And it still leaves you the out, kind of like he did not leave himself the out on the absolutely when asked if he expected Aaron Jones to be on the football team at this time last year. So it gives him the ability to say, well, yeah, we couldn't work it out financially. But instead, he said, we'll see. And to me, that's a kind way of saying, no, probably not.
So
now
Jason,
we've got the information we have.
Yeah, and as it pertains to heading into 2025, who do you think, based off of what we have as answers, LVN, Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, who do you think is most under the microscope heading into 2025 as a Green Bay Packer?
Yeah, I mean, how do you not have Jordan Love on the list?
Oh, wow. I mentioned it. Nobody chimed in. We got a Quay Walker as another one, but nobody mentioned Jordan Love outside of saying, based off his contract.
It's not a make or break season where his job, and again, some of these guys, Lucas Van Ness, he's not going to lose his job, but Jordan Love is your quarterback for the next 3 to 4 years.
Right, but first of all, under the microscope, the quarterback position is always under the microscope. It's never not under the microscope, right? Even Aaron Rodgers, who won 4 MVPs, his playoff performance was certainly under a microscope, right? Jordan Love wasn't good enough this year. That doesn't mean that he's not going to be a very good, outstanding, whatever you want to call him, quarterback in the NFL, because I think he's still very much capable of that. But he has to be under the microscope, doesn't he? I mean, again, maybe you guys are if you're this is why I'm a nerd about words. I love the idea of under the microscope. I hate the idea of on the hot seat, because on the hot seat would imply if you don't perform, you gone. And I'm not sure there's anybody. Kenny Clark, I guess, would. I guess there's an outside chance that if Rashawn Gary was minimally productive again, that they might move on from him. But again, I think he probably, they probably restructure his deal and try and keep him and hope that he gets it going in 2026 if it doesn't happen in 2025. But the difference between under the microscope and on the hot seat is pretty big for me. So maybe I'm messing up your what you're trying to go for here.
Well, that may be okay because your perspective is different than ours, and that's what we're looking for when you have you here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Yeah, Jason.
Well, you definitely get a different perspective, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jason. The cap number came out officially. I know there was inklings of it last week, but $279 million and some change. It is going up in stratospheric numbers each and every year, and that wasn't always the case when I was playing. 10, 15 years ago, it would kind of inch up in the millions. Do you think the fact that it's gone up so much, so quick, and there's really no end in sight with the TV money, with all this extra cap, do you think that changes how Brian Gutekunst approaches free agency and big money contracts now that there's just more money to spend out there?
Yeah, it's not just, and it's not just TV money. It's also, daily fantasy and gambling money as well. That is certainly helping balloon that number. But, if everyone is getting the extra space, right? All 32 teams. Some teams need it to get under the cap. Some teams need it to re-sign one critical guy on their team. The New England Patriots, I don't think this changes much because they went into the offseason with like some insane number, like $120 million in salary cap room. I mean, that's just that's mind-boggling to me. And so, in Goody's case, the problem is, he's in a very healthy cap spot, right? Like it's not like last year when he carried all that dead money because of Rodgers. It's not like he's the Patriots, or I think the Washington Commanders have like 90-some million in cap space too, which is also
they're top 5.
Crazy to think about.
The Lions have a crap ton to me, which is, we talked about this a little bit, Jason,
also
as I was listening to Wilde and
I
Tausch.
agree.
It's because they drafted so well, and they got Amon-Ra so early that he missed this free agent boom window for wide or money for wide receivers that they've been getting.
Yeah. So the Packers aren't in that good of a spot. They're not in a terrible spot. But the challenge that they have is they have some pieces that they need to add. They certainly, again, Goody hasn't given away his strategy, but I think at least there's a consideration for him of spending lavishly on a player he views as a field-tilting type player. But then he also has to balance that against all these guys that are in contract years. Like, here's another weird thing. Like Quay Walker, who I thought was playing his best football at the time of his ankle injury in Seattle, he, because edge rushers are part of the math on the fifth-year option, I think they would rather try and extend him so they're not paying, I don't know, whatever it's going to be, like $16 million for him as a fifth-year option as a linebacker. So you got him, you got Devontae Wyatt, who's the other first-round pick from the 2022 draft. Then you got Watson, who's coming off the ACL. You got Dobbs, that you don't really know how strongly you feel about him. You got 3 of your 5 offensive linemen, starters, are from that draft class and are all in their walk years of their rookie contracts. Zach Tom, Sean Ryan, and Rasheed Walker. I mean, and Kingsley Enagbare, who I would argue on a snap-to-snap basis was more productive generating pressure than Rashawn Gary was.
55 was popping.
Yeah, he was.
All those guys are going into their final years of their deals. And then on top of that, you got Tucker Kraft in the following draft class, right, as a third-round pick. He's not eligible for an extension until after the 25 season. But is there a temptation to set some money aside and say, look, this is our rainy day fund. We're not going to touch it because it'll roll over into 26. And
a rainy day fund will have you Super Bowl-less.
What was that?
A rainy day fund will have you Super Bowl-less.
Oh.
Yeah, except you got to remember, Kyle, they don't have an impetuous owner. It's not like Goody and LaFleur, if they go 12-5 and lose in the divisional round and they saved up some cap space that they didn't use so they can pay Tucker Kraft, it's not like some owner is going to go crazy and say, all right, we're cleaning house. These guys don't know what they're doing, right? Like there might be the owners, the owners that are like, of bad teams, frankly, that overreact to everything. Those are the guys that would get pissed about something like that. So I don't think that they, and I know there are fans that feel like that, maybe the Packers are too patient and put up with too much of not winning titles. But I think that might be the most prudent thing, because if you're going to be a draft and develop team, and then you develop guys, and then Goody pointed this out last year to us, that, the league average or whatever is that you re-sign 2 of your draft picks to second contracts from each draft. If you're doing that and you think you're drafting well, and you got to sign more than that, because that's the whole point of draft and develop, and then you reap the benefits of developing them. So I think even though he's in really good salary cap health, I think he's in a challenging spot.
Well, Jason, the shot was good. We appreciate the insight on all things. And
what is that? What
the crowd goes wild.
This ain't Wisconsin, Michigan, and you at the buzzer, bro. You did not get it off. It was still touching your fingertips or your lips.
Enough. That's enough of him, Strofe. I know you want this on these airwaves. But Kyle, Brad, and I are trying to create a narrative here.
Wait, does Strofe agree? Strofe ruled it good?
He did
in the moment.
In the moment, he did.
And now he's trying to, play revisionist history.
When it was live, I ruled it a touchdown on the field. But after reviewing the tape, I rescinded the touchdown.
No, you couldn't. It was
not irrefutable evidence.
He did not complete the shooting motion. The ball was not. No.
Okay, Jason.
Don't let these guys get away with this.
No, Jason.
Don't let them bully you just because you look like an elderly woman running the three-point line. Don't let them do it.
And that is the perfect way to end. Thank you, Jason.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde. Listen, Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these various stations. But you can also hear them talk about where will Alex Strofe be more athletic in 6 years? Absolutely not. But he might have better windows.
That's right. And those windows can be financed over that for 0% interest. That's right. 6 years from now. Think about that. 0% interest for 6 years with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So you can do all the things you want to do. You can get those windows, get the doors, spread that out over a budget that meets your needs. That's what Pella does. Whether it be customized to your home, your time frame, your color, or your budget. Like this, with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, they will meet you where you're at so you can take advantage of their beautiful windows and doors.
We have a special guest joining at about 3:49, 3:50. A special announcement that we cannot wait to get to. Plus, this person will have some strong words for Alex Strofe about his performance yesterday. A whole lot to get to here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. And then the 414 Hour at 4. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Ben, I've been a fan of you since Scalzo and Brust was on the air. You kind of are like a Pat McAfee for the ESPN Milwaukee. You kind of revolutionized this channel and stuff.
Leo, I'm here for you, and I appreciate everything you say. We love you listening, and you can call in every day and say that. I won't get old.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
With an accident southbound 41 just before you get to Capitol Drive on the left shoulder, so just be careful through that. Otherwise, westbound 94, a little heavy right through the stadium interchange to Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 43 slowing down just a bit from Fond du Lac Avenue in pockets down through the Marquette. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, low of 30. Tomorrow, partly sunny, mild, windy, isolated afternoon showers with a high of 51. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's PBR Milwaukee at Fiserv Forum Saturday, March 1st and Sunday, March 2nd. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
She's different and special and loaded with personality.
And there's one more thing, but you can't explain it in words.
She's the one.
She's the one.
The one.
You know it.
Your friends know it.
The whole world knows it.
We curated a special selection of engagement rings for her.
Can you guess what we call it?
We call it the One Collection by Kessler's.
Because these engagement rings are different.
And special.
And loaded with personality.
And one more thing. But you can't explain it in words.
Engagement rings in the One Collection start at just $725.
But some of them are more.
A lot more.
But we've got you covered.
First, we have 12 months financing at 0%. Or
second, we have 36 months financing at 9.99%, both with approved credit.
Third, we have second chance financing if you need someone to give you a second chance.
And don't forget the Kessler's warranty.
The strongest warranty of any jewelry store in the world.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter?
Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Get ready, Oak Creek. Tsunami Express is making a splash with a brand new location at 6900 South 27th Street. Join the grand opening celebration February 12th through March 2nd. Enjoy free washes and snag an unbeatable deal. Just $5 of your first month of unlimited washes. Plus, 100% of the grand opening proceeds goes to Special Spaces Wisconsin, creating dream bedrooms for kids battling cancer. Make a difference while getting your car sparkly clean at Tsunami Express in Oak Creek. See you there. Offer valid for new members only. Terms and conditions apply.
What's the credit union difference? Well, let me tell you what's different about Educators Credit Union. We're community advocates, fundraisers, small business champions, and all around passionate about you. Educators Credit Union, achieving more together, insured by NCUA.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It started with a whisper, and now it's when I kissed her.
At the Princeton Club, you can have a strong mind, a strong body while participating with a strong community, because they have initiatives at the clubs that you can participate with that raise money for charities, toy drives. They have it all while combining into achieving the same goal as having a better tomorrow. Take that small step, get the tour, see the facilities. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. No goal is too small. Simply start today for a better tomorrow. Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Tony Cartagena, the executive producer of the Thanalysis Show. He is not here for the Thanalysis Show just yet. He is here as a bystander who has audio equipment capabilities.
Yeah, so we got real nerdy with this whole did Ben get the shot off in time, not off in time whole
For
deal.
over-under, the over-under was 8.5. We were at 8 with the buzzer sounding. Did we get it off? Tony Cartagena.
I want to be Team KBN always, right? Like, I don't want Strofe in the suits upstairs to come downstairs and win. I don't want Jason Lilly to be right.
This sounds like a setup to me.
I pulled the audio file, and we have some equipment here where you can get super millisecond, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see exactly when the buzzer started, and I can see the second Ben started talking. There is a 0.0015 difference. The buzzer sounded first.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Brad and I, while Kyle was meandering around the office, making sure his food wasn't eaten by the Neanderthals here, we took a look at the said evidence, and the evidence does show the buzzer.
I don't know if you're able to zoom in.
Go off.
I mean, that is like that's less than a blink of an eye.
Oh, it's so quick.
That's like the speed of light type.
And I would like to point
the
out,
NFL Skycam doesn't have this kind of capabilities. Alex Strofe?
Just real quick, want to point out that both the fans that participate in Over-Under today are taken care of. I've touched base with both of them. They're both going to win prize packs. We're
What a
good
guy.
there.
What a
That's
guy.
good there.
I don't care about that. I wanted you guys to be right.
I know. We don't care about it. No, we love KBN
So
Nation.
do we blame Ben for reacting so slow?
Oh, why we got to toss blame?
Someone needs blame for a loss.
I mean,
we blame for a loss.
You guys said Iowa State 100 times during the 3 minutes, and you waited until after the buzzer sounded to get it off.
But also, Ben,
you can't run.
He can't. Ben heard the
It's a
5, 4, 3. It didn't say anything.
I was going through the Rolodex.
We gonna go through the Rolodex. We run out of time. What do you mean?
That's exactly what's going to happen. So Tony is here. A big announcement, and then he's going to turn his attention to Alex Strofe. Alex Strofe did the 3-cone drill yesterday for the NFL Combine.
How much time we got? We can make the announcement real quick because we got to get to Strofe, man.
You choose.
The Analysis Show live at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel, March 29th. Tickets on sale now.
Get your tickets. Just give me a live rate, and I'll be pumping that thing to the wazoo. We got to get to the real stuff with Tony Cartagena and Alex Strofe next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every time
ask me to do something. I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking shots? Why are you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Will Myles Garrett be in Green Bay next season?
You add a Myles Garrett without giving up a ton, all of a sudden now you start looking, well, then they got Edgerrin Cooper at the next level. Oh, and then they got Xavier McKinney at the next level. Oh. The Packers have an opportunity here to make the big splash, and I think they should go and do it.
Stay up to date on all your Packers off-season news with Wilde and Tausch. Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
Are things getting a little stale? Need to bring back some excitement? Rekindle the romance and love your ride this month at Cunis. Your Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis dealerships are showing the love with new vehicle specials you'll adore at nearby locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. From the affordable Buick and Vista SUV to the rugged GMC Sierra pickup, they have vehicles for every budget. Thinking pre-owned? Visit your local dealership website for a sweetheart deal on one of our 10 pre-owned super specials and swipe right for service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Love your ride this month at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisBuickGMC.com.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and roll for riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Join Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball for an exciting weekend of hoops action at UWM Panther Arena. On Thursday, Milwaukee takes on Oakland at 7, followed by a Saturday matinee with Detroit Mercy at 3. Experience all the action, including rim-rattling dunks, clutch three-pointers, and game-changing blocks. Tickets start at $13. That's Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball this Thursday at 7 and Saturday at 3. Visit MKEPanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
You can accomplish quite a lot in 6 years. You go from changing diapers to dropping your child off at school. College, you can get a bachelor's and a master's degree, and you can take up to 6 years to pay off your brand new Pella windows and doors at 0% interest. Hi, it's Gina Della from Pella. With Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, you get so much more than stunning windows and doors. You get the Pella experience. Talk about quality control. Pella manufactures, sells, installs, and services every product. A 10-year labor warranty is always included, so your windows and doors are secure for years to come. Our expert installers are available year-round and can install in as little as a day. If something ever goes wrong, Pella will handle it ASAP because you work with the same team from start to finish. Oh my gosh, why wait? Get the Pella experience and this incredible deal. 0% interest for up to 6 years on brand new Pella windows and doors. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 3/8/25.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, our athletic machine, Alex Strofe running the show, and Tony Cartagena, the executive producer of the Thanalysis show, is here with something to say to Kyle. Or, excuse me, to Strofe.
All right, so this is the video that everyone in the world is talking about right now. Alex Strofe running a 3-cone drill with 2 left feet. I texted Strofe last night, and I got a serious message for you, Strofe, bro, because I'm concerned about you. but I'm proud of you. In all honesty, you put yourself
Proud of
out
him
there.
for what? Embarrassing
he
himself?
knew what it was. He knew it was going to be bad.
No.
No, he did.
Oh, I
he
knew
knew it was going to be bad.
No.
And do you know what? He put himself out there to the world to see. He could have said, "We're not posting this video." He had every right to do that. We wouldn't have posted it. Strofe has taken this like a champ. The video is horrible.
Yes,
You're the
it was.
worst athlete I've ever seen in my entire life, but I respect you. Do you know who I don't respect right now?
Who's that, Tony?
The man that you called out to a 5K. Mr. Kyle Wallace.
Oh, this is what this is. A drive-by?
Here's the deal.
This
Here's
is
the
a drive-
deal.
a
Drive-by.
That's
Here's
what they
the
be
deal.
talking about. Milwaukee crime. Tony.
I know.
The hell?
That's why
But
he's
you
mad
know
at
what,
you.
Today, you're from Whitefish Bay because you're acting like it today.
Hey.
You're acting like you're
These
from the
Whitefish
burbs
Bay
today.
kids would have said 5 miles or 5K. That's easy. Not me.
It doesn't matter. Do you know what happened? So a couple years ago, he was a good NBA player. Brian Scalabrine gets called out on Twitter. Guys at the Y thinking they could hoop with him.
What?
What did Brian Scalabrine do?
Showed up.
He showed up at the YMCA and said, "Play me one-on-one."
Brian Scalabrine played in the NBA.
All of them. Kyle, I don't care if you ran the presidential fitness test in elementary school one time. If that athletic performance calls you out for the culture, you stand up and you deliver.
It's not about delivering for the culture.
It is.
It is to Tony now,
I don't
and
have
it is to
motivation
KBN Nation.
to do
Bro.
it, Tony.
No, what more motivation do you need? We've offered entry fees. We've offered charitable donation. Yesterday you said you all about the church. I'll put a little something in the plate.
Something. Give me something a little less length of time of running.
It's not length of time. It is an athletic feat from the
That you're
worst
backing
athlete
down from.
of all time. You are a former collegiate athlete.
Yeah, no.
You
it's
should
true.
be able to wake up
Football,
and shred Strofe.
No, we're talking about long distance running.
So you think he
versus-
would beat you?
No, I don't think he would beat me.
Then
It's
do
just
it.
the fact that I
Then
know.
do it.
I know for the fact I would hate every single second of
It doesn't matter. I hate every single second of Alex Strofe calling you out and you declining the challenge.
And sounding soft, too, if we're being honest with each
You
other.
knew about
can't.
this, didn't
Kyle,
you, Brad?
Kyle,
You knew about this. You just stood to the side. You just
because
let
Kyle,
me get
the
popped
world,
like
the
this,
world
huh?
wants you to
Kyle's
do
my
this.
guy. I have defended Kyle. I think you do a great job on the show, but this is hard to
my
defend right now, Kyle. This is hard. I'm telling you. You're
this
making
is
us all look
ridiculous.
bad, and I'm not talking about radio hosts.
Brother, I hate running.
Oh, he just brothered you.
Kyle, this is a conversation between us now.
It's
No one
us
else.
two. Brother, I hate.
You cannot let him win.
I hate long distance
You are letting
running.
the man win right now.
And you're sounding softer by the second.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
my God.
March 29th, you got 50 seconds, Tone.
Analysis Live. Last year, we surprised Giannis Antetokounmpo with a surprise appearance by Stephen A. Smith. Thanasis is back at it again. We are going to put on an absolute spectacle of a show at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, March 29th, presented by Gruber Law Offices. Get your tickets ASAP, because if we do anything like we did last year, which we're going to, they're going to sell out quick. The Analysis Show on Twitter, on social media, at ESPN Milwaukee, all across your social media platforms. Get tickets today. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, myself, a cast of characters going to be on stage at Potawatomi Casino Hotel March 29th. You don't want to miss it.
We'll be there, and you go get your tickets, and we'll see you there. The Damn Sports Show next in Beaver Dam. Jim, Matt, and Molly in Madison. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out with me tonight.
We've got delays starting on 41 southbound between Silver Spring and Capitol Drive. Looking at 94, you'll be on and off the brakes in both directions between about State Fair Park and right around Layton. And taking a look at 43, we have slowdowns downtown, starting southbound around Highland Avenue. That goes down past National. Traffic is brought to you by Granite Peak in Wausau. Visit skigranitepeak.com for lift tickets and lodging packages. Granite Peak, where winter lasts longer. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 30. Friday, partly sunny, mild and windy. An isolated shower towards the evening, a high of 51. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Jessica Gatso on 94.5 ESPN.
Fingers come in different sizes,
It's one of the first things you learn as a jeweler,
and a ring can only be sized up or down a little bit.
which means it's a really good thing to know your ring size.
And it's an even better thing to know their ring size.
This is why we're announcing
The Ring Size Registry at Kessler's.
we're doing doing it as a public service. It's completely free.
Free. Isn't that a great price?
Here's how it works.
Just drop into any Kessler's Diamonds location and tell one of the owners that you'd like to know your ring size.
Kessler's is an employee-owned company, so whoever greets you at the door is an owner.
They'll determine your ring sizes and add them to our ring size registry.
Then, when someone wants to know your ring size,
Because, maybe they want to surprise you.
all they have to do is call or stop into Kessler's.
Surprises can be fun, don't you think?
We're happy to do this for you, even if you don't buy a ring from us.
But after you take a look around, we think you probably will. Visit KesslersDiamonds.com for a location near you and register your ring sizes today.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla, holla, holla. We making noise. Holla.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
And I'm working with a 262 Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. My name is Ben Brust. Strophy running the show.
What was that?
I'm working with a 262 Kyle Wallace, who's backing down from a race against the most unathletic person in the world, Alex Strofe.
What are you trying to say about the 262? I'm sure they love doing
They're
that.
a little bit softer. They're just a little soft.
That's true.
And you're
They're
acting,
good runners
You're
out
acting
there.
soft.
More space, more wide open spaces
Yeah.
in the 414.
Yeah, I'm a city boy. I'm short, short distances.
Yeah, here you go. Here come the excuses. Here come the excuses.
Is there a length that you would accept a challenge? I think 3K or 5K is incredibly fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not super long.
No.
It tests a little bit of your competitive desire to push through a little
'cause
bit,
there's
but
gonna
not
be-
too
There's
far.
a moment that stinks, but you got to mentally push through.
Yeah, I gotta have a desire. Like a mile is probably like a mile.
It's too short. It's too short.
A mile is like I would do it, but I would. I mean,
It
honestly,
has to be at least 2
honestly,
miles.
if one lap around the track would be.
Oh my
desired.
gosh!
I don't think
A fourth of a
You
mile.
are a lazy individual.
No, it's not lazy at all. I just my endurance isn't the best.
And his is?
I'm not worried about his endurance. I'm worried about my endurance and the fact that I know my endurance isn't the best. And then so pushing through, like having to actually have a will, a desire to push through. I don't do a lot of cardio because I have no desire to do it.
That could change though.
Oh, you know what they called me? They called me game day. Back when I was coming up, middle school, high school. You know what they called me game day?
Why?
It's because during practice and during the dang drills where you do conditioning, I would be in the back. I'll be with the fat boys. I'm like, I don't care about this stuff. But then it comes Saturdays when we play YFL. Here we go.
But game day could be your 5K. The 5K
Yeah.
could be your game
See,
day.
Brad, you're good. You're good at this. You're starting to get good at this thing, Brad.
I have to. Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
All right. So we heard Jason Wilde talk about Jair Alexander in length. Are we okay with trading him for a 6th-round pick? I mean, I guess it would be good, or you just cut him and it comes off the books and you can sign wherever and it's up to him. I don't know, Brett. You tell me, because this is like, we know he's not going to be a Packer. Who's going to even want to even trade for him on the contract he's on when you know the resume and how many games he's played? It almost makes sense for every other team not to even trade an asset and be like, all right, he's cut. Then every team can structure a deal based around what they think his value is on how often he's been on the field for the Green Bay Packers tenure.
Yeah, but Ben, you said it. I mean, for a team to trade, they have to give up an asset, which they covet, and they have to take on a contract that the Green Bay Packers don't want, and no one really else wants either. You can't give that kind of contract to a guy that's played less than half the time over the last 4 years. So with the Green Bay Packers, if somebody will give them anything, you just take it. I don't care if that's a
seventh?
A conditional seventh. A conditional seventh where if he plays half the game.
You're right. I mean, it's something versus nothing.
Because otherwise this is going to end in him being released, and it'll be, I mean, he had blips, he had moments as a Green Bay Packer that were great. I mean, you can't take away those all-pro seasons, but it's going to be a very unsatisfying end to the Jair Alexander story, who is one of Goody's top draft picks, which is so weird to say, but if anyone will give you anything, you take it. If it's a ham sandwich, a cup of coffee, an unconditional 7th-round pick, you take that, because I don't know what organization would be in the Jair Alexander market for that. So that's just where we're at with it, and unfortunately the Packers are going to have to accept that.
And it's sad the way everything ended because Jair Alexander was having a decent season, and then all of a sudden the injury against the Jaguars is the thing that really just made everything.
But he's going to, but with the injury, you're right. But, like, he just doesn't handle things in a way a normal pro would.
Well,
now, he was certainly injured, but even the team showed frustration. He didn't really know where his body was. I don't know.
No, it really, like, the PCL injury, he ended up having, I believe, an operation on it. So, like, the injury was, enough for him to say, I need to focus on trying to heal myself before the season ends, because I'm assuming he probably maybe could have came back, played through it, and then waited to have surgery into the offseason, but he had decided to choose his body, choose himself. We don't know what happened behind closed doors. And how much I do value Jair Alexander because I know how talented he can be. You just get to a certain point where it's time to move on. And I think the Green Bay Packers at this point are going to want to move on from him. Now, trading for him is going to be hard because teams already know that you're not going to have him back. And Jason Wilde joined us earlier today, and he already talked about the fact that, they haven't even approached him for a pay cut. If they haven't even approached him for a pay cut, then that means that they know a pay cut is not coming, and more than likely they're going to move in a direction, a trade or a cut. And if I'm a team, right, unless a team is desperate enough to say, we're going to take on his contract, and on top of that, we're going to give you some type of assets that we have, that's because they desperately want him. But
the only teams that would potentially do that are teams that are looking to contend really fast or want to continue to add depth that have cap space to do so. But that's also a risky play for a team based off the history of Jair Alexander, which leads me to believe that we're just sitting here talking about a potential opportunity the Packers actually get any asset back for Jair Alexander, but it just doesn't seem feasible.
But even if you cut him, you can't, you don't dictate where he's going to go. So the Packers really don't have too much control other than trying to trade him, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of takers.
Well, they haven't had control of him basically from, from the quotes that we're getting that multiple sources within the building have expressed displeasure of his ability to play through injury, and there was like another portion of that, right? And so if they're putting it out there, I almost think that's that almost hurt them in a way.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Especially if you wanted to trade him.
You lost your leverage.
You lost a little leverage if you're saying, hey, we're really disappointed. Multiple sources that he wouldn't play through some injuries. Well, despite him being definitely injured at times in his where he couldn't play. But his entire game changed. Ja out the gates, he would blow plays up with his physicality. Right? He became a less physical cornerback when he hurt his shoulder. That's just the truth. He used to play maybe sometimes 10 yards off the wide receiver. They could throw a quick pass. They weren't going anywhere. Ja would get there. It's just not the same. He just Olay tackles now because he's protecting his body, and now other parts of getting injured.
Protecting his body so he can play.
Well, what if like someone like the Lions offered a 7th round draft pick? Would you have the Packers take that, or would you rather have the Packers just cut him?
No, you don't trade a player like Jair Alexander, who, if he does stay healthy, and you have to play him twice a year, always going to come back to bite you. You don't trade him to the Detroit
So you don't
Lions.
want to see
people like your ham sandwich, the line, Brad. We'll trade him for a ham sandwich.
No, it's stupid to trade him within the division, right?
So you don't want if they cut him though,
he can still sign there
anywhere you want. So there's one thing if you cut somebody, then you're saying, hey, you have the freedom to go wherever you want. Trading somebody, purposely trading him to a divisional rival, a team that actually could be in the way of you going to the Super Bowl, would be stupid. The Packers would not trade him to a team that could potentially have to face some point.
What if it's the only trade offer though?
Then you cut him. You don't.
So you'd rather get
nothing than give him to a different team that you're competing against.
Again, there's a lot of inside conversations. Unless the Packers knew if they were to cut him and he was going to sign with the Lions regardless, then you do what you have to do because you understand what the end result's going to be.
But you're that worried about Jair that you would rather take nothing for him than give him to somebody who's a competitor in the division?
100%, because if he gets healthy, then that means we have to face him twice a year. You don't send somebody of that caliber across the street.
How do you know he's even going to be on the field?
Listen, if he
over the last 3 years, I don't think he's played the Lions.
It's not a risk worth taking. It is not. You send him to the AFC if you can. If you trade him, you want to send him to the AFC. You don't want to keep him in the NFC at all because you don't want to have to compete against him when it completely matters.
Joseph on YouTube doesn't even want him for a ham sandwich. He's at least got to get tiramisu for him.
Oh, well, that's at least a little something to fill your belly.
And overall for Jair Alexander, I understand the Packers' frustration with him because just doing some additional research, it looks like Jair Alexander got a second opinion from the Dallas Cowboys physician, and it basically said, listen, if I practice throughout the weekend, if I don't feel good, I'm not playing. I'm not
spicy.
playing. And so he basically, Jair Alexander was dictating.
Can we confirm that Kyle didn't get duped with his research?
I don't think Tom Silverstein of the Journal Sentinel is anybody you can get duped.
Well, you've told us many sites that you read articles from, and that is an actual journalist with some integrity, unlike this other stuff you read.
I almost cussed this man out. I almost cussed him out.
Why?
Why would you say something like that? I am a credible journalist.
You're a blog guy.
I am a
Kyle's the ultimate message boards guy.
I am a credible source.
Deep in the Reddit sphere.
I don't even do Reddit, but what I do.
I don't even do Reddit.
what I do know.
I don't do the internet.
What I do know is the Green Bay Packers and Jair Alexander. We both need a fresh start. And again, I said it before. I absolutely think Jair Alexander can be a positive for this football team if he is healthy. And even if he is healthy next year, who knows what his attitude is going to be, because the relationship could be strained and it could be over.
That fresh start, though, leaves a huge void. I mean, I don't feel good about rolling these guys out there to defend.
You got cornerback one, Keyshawn Nixon.
I mean, shoot, Keyshawn Nixon. If he's quarterback one, I will take like the anti-Super Bowl bet to the Green Bay Packers.
For real, though.
Can you bet the short on that one?
Yeah, for real. Can you bet a team not to go to the Super Bowl?
You
probably could.
Yeah.
You'd have to lay a lot of money.
I just look at it and just think like it leaves another. It's the right decision, but it leaves yet another major void in the Green Bay Packers' quest to go to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl, because that room is not good enough to defend the best coverage guys in the NFL. And there's not a lot of options when it comes to free agency. I'm not that deep in the draft, but it's going to force Goody to reach. It's going to force him to do what does he always do, right? We need a wide receiver. I'm going to draft 2 wide receivers.
He did 3 1 year.
3.
The MVS draft, I think it was Jamon Moore, MVS, and EQ.
I'm timestamp now. Goody is going to draft 2 cornerbacks. He's just going to draft 2 cornerbacks. It's going to be a super young room. And that's just what it's going to be.
Even if he signs one, I can still see him drafting 2.
For sure. The need is that great.
No, the need is a first-round need. You have to replace a talent.
Yeah, so is the defensive line is a first-round need.
The defensive line is not good enough, but when you look at it, somehow this defensive line was able to be top 10 in sacks last year because they had some
handful games where it was smoke and mirrors.
I would run it back with the defensive line before I decide not to draft a corner in the first round. I mean, that is a position of need.
Let's wait until we see free agency before we make those declarative statements about the first round.
How many? Unless they sign DJ Reed.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just don't know. You just don't know what Mr. Goody's going to do.
Declarative statements.
It's another Benism right there.
I've never said that in my life.
Sure?
Yes. Now you guys are you're reaching
yes,
here.
You have.
You're reaching. Now everything I say, you're like, oh, he says that. Yeah, because I'm talking.
Yeah, I would say, Benny, it is under the microscope.
I said that once today, and that was because Jason said that's how we should use it because he didn't like the term
Brad
hot
said
seats.
that word to you.
Yeah, I did.
I'm done with you guys.
Are you?
Did you do your job and get the audio you're supposed to have prepared for this segment?
Yeah, I told you 6 minutes ago I had it.
That's not true. And you just lied again. Just like you've lied about your entire athletic career to all of KBN Nation over the last 9 months.
Sounds like a lash out. Sounds like he's lashing out.
The truth hurts.
Quite a declarative statement from him.
I am going to give him a knuckle sandwich. Nailed it. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 43, backing up right now from just south of Capitol Drive down towards Center Street, back on the brakes right through the Marquette all the way down towards the KK River. Northbound slowing down around the North Avenue curve there. Eastbound 94, watch out from about 84th Street all the way through the Stadium interchange, going to be a slow ride. Westbound's backed up from 27th to about Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Snow River Mountain Resort in Michigan's UP. Over 125 inches of pure natural powder this season. Visit snowriver.com to book now. Snow River Mountain Resort, where the snow stays longer and the lines move faster. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mostly cloudy skies, low of 30 tomorrow. Partly sunny, mild and windy, isolated afternoon showers with a high of 51. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lavida on 94.5 ESPN.
The Green and Gold Championship window is on the clock.
To me, their window is now wide open. From here on out, they have the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl.
The countdown to the NFL draft in Green Bay is on.
Goody has to start figuring out his first-round draft picks. Goody's inability to nail the first-round draft pick is what is keeping this team from being a true Super Bowl contender.
Green and Gold off-season talk right here. 94.5 ESPN and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at Bucks.com/tickets. That's Bucks.com/tickets.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in the parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to Hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list.
But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again.
What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree.
What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's that time where you're earning your paycheck. Let that paycheck do a little bit of earning for you with my friends at Bank 59. Bank 59, they are offering for a limited time excellent top-of-the-market CD specials. That's right, as much as 4.8% on their limited-time CDs. So you can get that in a number of different monthly options. 9 months, 17, 25, anything that fits your need, personalizing it to you amongst those different times. It's just another way that Bank 59 is making lives better. They're making lives better in the community, their employees, their customers for sure, and you as a customer, your life can be made better with these unbelievable limited-time CD specials as high as 4.8% in various degrees of length. So hurry. These rates, they won't last long. You know how crazy the interest rate market is. They will not last long. Bank 59, your go-to place to make your life a little bit better too. Check out bank59.com/CD for more details. Number FDIC.
Did I tell you I found out that my fiance's car has a CD player?
Oh, that's awesome.
You did tell us that.
Excellent.
So does mine.
Wait, how new is the car though? Because my car is
It's a 2019.
Oh, and they still have CD players.
That's what I was saying.
Like it's 2016. I still got a CD player.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes a little bit more sense.
So does your new Mercedes-Benz not have the?
Heavens no.
Heavens no.
They
as
don't
Kyle
even
would
put
say.
them in there.
Shout out to Zipper European off the Beltline
That
Rock
actually
Road.
surprises me too.
Really?
And look, I don't use
Everything's
CDs anymore, but I'm still a little surprised by that. I figured it'd be a thing that's required.
Do people? I mean, how many people actually go to a CD store to buy a CD nowadays?
So the big thing
you
that
have all those CDs.
the big thing that I want to utilize her CD player for is all like the mixtapes that I made, that I wrote every
For your
song on.
ex-girlfriend?
Oh, I mean, probably for sure for them. Plus the girls that like gave me, mixtapes.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I bet she'll
obviously
love
they
that.
were coming in and out. I mean,
Right.
So, well, here's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be like driving with her in her car and saying, "Hey, babe, let's listen to one of my ex-girlfriend's mixtapes
My
they gave for me."
girlfriend gave me this.
Are we really talking about CDs from 15 to 20 years ago?
Yeah, because I want to know what bangers were on there.
I mean,
Because you would
it's memories.
curate them, right? You have song 1 is specific to song 2. It's a whole
It's-
curated.
Yeah, it's like a masterpiece.
Experience. Absolutely.
And so what I plan to do is there are times where she takes my car, I take her car. Like,
why is that?
just
TMI,
based,
I'm sorry.
based off, we have like a single car garage, so one car is always, behind
in the
the
back.
other.
Gotcha.
So if you're first out, the struggle, right, Kyle?
I tell you.
Our American dream of buying a home is not what I thought it was going to be growing up.
I beat her home, and all of a sudden I get that call, and I'm sitting there in my drawers, and she's like, "I'm home," and I gotta go run outside to go move my car so she can pull into the driveway.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
It is.
It is in his drawers.
Draws.
No, if I do my it's drawers. It's drawers. What are drawers? That's what
in your drawers, Kyle.
drawers is what you have in your house when you open a drawer.
Draws.
Kyle, I just gave it a shot, just like I did the
Draws.
combine. Like that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
This felt like rush hour. It's not you all, it's y'all.
Yeah, for sure. I would give the neighbors a show they would love.
In
they don't deserve.
In the same vein of,
Come on, Kyle.
in the same vein of CDs, my parents are getting rid of all of my stuff, and they gave me a box of my DVDs. My DVD again.
That sounds amazing.
It is amazing.
I would watch. I still watch DVDs. I told you guys this, right?
Well, I know you have a DVD collection, a catalog.
Yeah, and I if I want to reminisce,
That makes so much sense.
I will bring the PlayStation to the family room.
No, you won't go that far.
Yes, because there's some DVDs that charge on Amazon
nobody-
or I can't find on a streaming platform.
Nobody makes more obscure one-off movie references than Ben Brust. This makes so much sense. Thank you for
You
clearing
just
that up.
finally put this together. All you had to do is talk to the former producer, Josh DiMaggio of Scalzo and Brust, now on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. He knows where my Slumdog Millionaire one-offs come from.
it's
It comes
because
from
you
the
have
idea
the
of the
DVD
catalog
player.
DVD.
How many DVDs do you think you had at peak DVD catalog?
I was a DVD hoarder.
I mean, we talking 100?
Oh, plus.
Where do you keep them?
One of my favorite things to do was go to a store that I don't know how it exists anymore and go through the bins, the value bins
Like
of
the
DVD.
$2 DVDs?
Oh, I got all 3 Austin Powers DVDs for $5.
That's a deal.
Deal, right?
I love it's just Bayou Shake
All
Me was
3
on
Rush
the-
Hours
My
for
box.
$5.
And you're telling me you never bought 12 rounds with John Cena?
Never, never, Stroh.
You and my father would get along quite a bit. I still think he now goes
so
shopping
good.
for Blu-ray DVDs and still buys them.
Yes, in college, I bought a Blu-ray DVD player from Walgreens, of all places.
Oh, my
Wow.
gosh. That is
And I
so
brought it into my
2010.
college dorm room.
That is so 2010.
Because I had so many DVDs, and when this Blu-ray thing came out, I was like, "Oh, baby, they got me." Blu-ray, the stupid thing. No, regular DVDs worked.
Yes,
I
they
believe
did.
on Blu-ray.
But
But
they didn't
then,
have
of
the
course, I
high
upgraded
def.
to some Blu-ray DVDs.
Of course.
I'm just so confused. You know, I've never said, "Hey, baby, let's go pick what DVD we want to watch." We just go to the Netflix or
See,
the
this
Hulu.
I like from Dave from Aaron on the Carbless Talking text line. Like this is what you need in your getaway spot. DVDs are a hot commodity up north at cabins where you can only get antenna channels. You save those suckers.
There's one time where the power went out up north in one of my or Lexi's family's cabin, and we had
one
of
the cabins.
Well, my family.
You
has
have an
a cabin.
estate and many cabins.
Her family has a cabin.
Bro,
There's
I've
multiple
never
cabins
been
north.
up north. Up north to me is going
Let's
up to
do a
to
KBN
Sheboygan.
up north weekend.
I would love that. Are you kidding? Sign me up.
Outstanding.
How far north were you talking?
It's not a. Kyle, you don't ask. Just trust me. The experience will be worth it. Wait, you have a limit?
I got a limit on how many brothers gonna be there. How many population of me gonna be there?
I can neither confirm nor deny how
The
many brothers are
pop-
going to be there.
the
but
brother
we can at least have
population?
one brother, and you're going to be well loved.
Kyle, you went to Whitefish Bay. Weren't you only brother then?
Hell no. I had about 40 of us in the grade. Well, brothers and sisters.
Depending on,
Not just brothers. Only about 20 brothers.
and this is
20
true.
brothers, 20 sisters.
You twisted.
Depending on the cabin, it's like 3.5 to 4 hours away. Is that too far north for you, Kyle?
3.5 to 4
3
hours
4. Hey,
away.
we're
going
in
to I can be
rural
Indiana.
Wisconsin.
I love me a getaway.
Oh, it's great.
I hope there's no service and I can bring my DVD player and a PlayStation.
Oh man, we'll be off the grid,
Is
boys.
it just the four of us?
Just the
four of us.
Oh, this
Just
sounds
the four
like
of
a
us.
lovely
Who would
idea.
get annoyed at who first?
We
me
all
and Ben.
get annoyed of Stroh.
It'd be me and Ben. Me and Ben would bicker.
I was going to say,
We'd play like Monopoly or something, and it would just end tragically. You gotta play board games up there. You have
I think you two would be fine, Kyle and Brad.
no, we would get annoyed at you two.
Yes.
It's one thing for 3 hours. It's another thing for 3 days.
We'd bicker, Benny.
Wow.
You two for 3 days
No. I'm
together?
not. It's more so how you grouped me in the same thing as him.
Are you?
I am a 33-year-old man with a child.
But even you say we're not so different, you and I. Stroh.
Holy cow! Way to pull one of my DVD movie references on me right
That's
there.
right.
That's an Austin Powers reference.
That's right,
$5
Ben.
DVD set.
That's still an unbelievable deal. All three for $5?
All three Rush Hours. There's another mixture.
My dad
of
got
movies.
me
Stop
Rush
talking
Hour.
about Austin Powers.
No, Austin Powers is one of the greatest comedies of our time.
That's not true.
It for sure.
You haven't
is.
seen them.
Have you seen any Austin Powers?
No.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Not you, henchman,
Stroh?
turning wrench. Not you, henchman, arbitrarily turning knobs, making it look like you're doing something.
Your ability to pull quotes is wild.
Are those sharks with laser beams
Is
attached
this
to
really
their
the radio
heads?
show you're doing right now?
This is
Are
absolutely.
you proud of yourself?
So I've never been more
I just
proud.
want you to know I'm that listener that has no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
But for every
that's
one of you,
relatable. Yeah, that's relatable to the people who are listening right now that don't know what
so
we're
I-
talking
I
about.
apologize
So they're
to
like,
those
"Hey,
who are like,
Kyle,
what is
I relate to you because Ben's an idiot hijacking the show,
Yeah.
talking about Austin Powers with Brad."
Oh, those are all Austin Powers quotes.
Yeah.
Only one
All
I know
those.
is Groovy or something like that.
Oh my God.
Dude, you did not just do that.
How does it go, Groovy?
Groovy, baby.
Groovy,
Groovy, baby.
Give it back, baby.
Oh no, my mojo.
That's all I know.
The thing is, for every one of you that hasn't seen it, there's about 20 that have.
You know, I used to get Michael Myers confused because there's Michael Myers and then there's Michael Myers, the murderer.
But it's Mike Myers.
Mike, same name. What do you mean?
No, it's Mike Myers is the comedian. Michael Myers is the
What's Mike's real
fictitious
name?
associate.
What's Mike Myers' real name?
Probably Michael.
On the birth certificate?
Probably,
Probably Michael.
Okay, then.
It's
So I was like,
unfortunate.
wait a minute. So Mike Myers also plays Michael Myers? I was so confused as a fifth grader. I really was.
Oh, hit the KBN sound desk.
Want to try that again?
Hit the
Damn, boy. You talk like he run.
Happens often.
Hit the KBN sports desk. For a wonderful, wonderful partner, there is a property up north, courtesy of Potawatomi, that they'd be happy to send KBN to.
Oh, wow.
Is it less than 4 hours away?
I think the follow-up is Kyle wants to know how many brothers are in the population.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm good. I'm good.
He's trying to hook it up.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'll make it work. I'm just saying, I just want, it's always good to be able to, I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't you do that with me when we wake up?
A little bit different.
I see you, Kyle.
I see you. Yeah, look at you. Put the fist in the air. Yeah. Yeah. Now I feel comfortable.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us. Look at America.
Oh, this is the best segment ever.
Wild.
What were we supposed to talk about? Was it the audio you had?
It was the audio I had Stroh dig up for 15 minutes. You know what?
Come on, Stroh, put the fist up in the air.
For the sake of the hard work that you did, Stroh, let's hear Jordan Love on Kay Adams during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
I mean, knowing the Green Bay Packers, I think we're going to go defense.
That's what you look.
That's it.
That's it. That's what Ben had me working my tail off to find. 3 seconds from the quarterback.
Well, we wanted to talk about how it's kind of being overlooked that we are all bragging about the defense, about how well they played against the Eagles, and now just talking about how many holes there are on the defense in the free agency and the draft. How we've talked about is defense, and poor Jordan Love needs a little help too.
Sure does.
And then he went on to say, "I don't know who's available, so I don't know who we're gonna draft."
Well, I'm glad that Jordan Love understands the program. He ain't gonna be like Aaron Rodgers sitting there crying and getting no.
After 15 years, maybe
10 years from now, Goody could say, Jordan, I'm gonna play this audio for you that you had with Kay Adams from February 9th. Back when we were at the Super Bowl, and simply where you said, hey, knowing how the Packers get down, we drafted defense in the first round, Jordan. So
I mean, because the funny parallel is there was Pat McAfee's show before the draft that Aaron Rodgers was on, and he smugly smiled and said, I got a feeling it might be nice if we take a position player on offense this year. And they took Jordan Love.
Unbelievable.
So maybe the antithesis will happen. Maybe.
Oh, that's one you like too.
I know. I threw that one out there for you guys. Maybe because Jordan Love says, we'll probably draft defense, maybe that was a subliminal shot, and Goody does opposite.
Oh.
Goes a little offense.
That's deep thinking right there.
Goes a little wide receiver action at 23.
The thing is, too, even because when we brought up to Jason Wilde, who's under the microscope, he went right to Jordan Love.
He needs help, too.
If Jordan Love's going to be under the microscope, you best believe that he wants that true wide receiver one.
Brian Balaga will join us for real insight on the Green Bay Packers at around 4:45. Coming up next, what I do have is a story as to something that Strofe does not know about next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Tyler, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
Yeah,
taking notes over there.
I'm taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips, those tips, and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tyler,
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We still have backups. Eastbound 94 as you're making your way from 84th Street through the Stadium Interchange to 35th. Westbound's heavy out of the Marquette all the way to Hawley Road. Southbound 43 backing up from Keefe all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River. Northbound's backed up from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Burleigh. Southbound 41 backing up from Silver Spring all the way to Capitol Drive, just past Capitol Drive. By the time you hit Burleigh, you should be good to go into the Zoo Interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 30. Tomorrow, partly sunny, mild and windy, isolated afternoon shower possible, a high of 51. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want to take on the insurance company alone. Gruber Law Offices has the experience, the resources, and of course, the results. We know truck law. We know the rules and regulations. We know what it takes to win. Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
KBN Nation, I tell you this right now. Every time I walk into my house and I look left, I look right, I see my wonderful windows, all I think about is, dang, I love Universal Windows Direct, and I want you to have this exact same feeling. So I'm telling you this. If you are thinking about or considering getting new windows, go ahead and call my friends at Universal Windows Direct at 414-410-2000 for a free estimate, because getting a free estimate allows for you to just get a whole bunch of options, and they encourage you to get options at Universal Windows Direct. You know why? Because at Universal Windows Direct, they already have a price from other companies, and Universal Windows Direct will beat it. Yes, they will beat any price that you have, so you know you're getting the best deal around. And on top of that, you already know what it is. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Buy 6 windows, get 6 free. There is absolutely no limit. And on top of that, you get 36 months of easy payments with 0% interest. Make sure that you keep those chills outside of your home by getting Universal Windows Direct today. So call them right now at 414-410-2000 for a free in-home estimate. I promise you, you'll have them leave your house looking at your spouse or looking at your loved one or looking at yourself saying, man, I can't wait to love my windows. Visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
You know, there may be a game down the street tonight where a couple of the greatest players in the world and of all time may be matching up at Fiserv Forum. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Nikola Jokic. But my attention is not there. My attention is turned to the Milwaukee Panthers. I'll be courtside tonight with 2 extra courtside tickets courtesy of the head coach, Bart Lundy.
Oh, Coach Bart, Coach Lundy.
Cool.
Hooked it up.
Courtside.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed a couple extra guys to go with me. Who did I ask first? Alex Strofe, Brad Nortman, or Kyle Wallace?
Oh.
Strofe, I think you know the answer.
Me. Is it Brad?
Wait, he asked you, Brad?
I was asked.
Wait a minute. When was Brad asked? Wait a minute. Time out. Wait.
Oh, I was asked before Kyle.
I wasn't asked.
I'm cool.
No, this ain't no. This is a big check. Wait a minute now.
He's doing a thing. Kyle, he's getting in your head.
No, I don't.
He's doing a thing. He's doing a thing.
When were
based
you
off the
asked,
weather.
Brad? What time?
I got a timestamp.
Oh, you got a text. Oh, hell, wait a minute.
He got a call.
Are you going?
Yeah. I can't. I'm solo with the boys.
What time did he ask you at?
11:07. It was a phone call from Ben Brust that I picked up, and I unfortunately had to say no.
He asked me.
Because otherwise, it would have been a blast.
That. I'm walking in the office.
He asked you.
Because
Kyle's going tonight with me.
Oh, shoot, maybe. Because here's the thing. I'm walking in the office, and he says, Kyle Wallace. And I'm like, bro, don't say my full government name out here for anybody in this office. I said, what's going on? I said, what's up? He said, all right, so got this thing. I got some extra tickets tonight. Going to have a great night and, sit courtside. I heard courtside. I'm like, oh, courtside? He said, what are you doing now? I said, well, I was potentially going to go to the Bucks game, but courtside.
He thought it was courtside at the Bucks game.
I'm free. Let's do it. And then he said, yeah, so, just hanging out with the boys, seeing Milwaukee Panthers. I said, Milwaukee Panthers? I said, wait a minute. He said, oh, something wrong? I said,
something wrong?
I said,
something wrong?
I said, no, I just mentally, when you said courtside, I'm thinking like, oh, Craig finally came through with the tickets, so I'm sitting courtside the Bucks game. Yeah, I love the Milwaukee Panthers. But I thought I was going to be with the Bucks, so I just said, I got to change my mind. But now knowing I wasn't the first option, I was the second option.
You're my sloppy seconds.
You went to me first, Kyle.
What does that
he
make
knew we were
me?
going to have a good time.
What does that make me?
Strofe, after your performance yesterday on the combine field, and after that video has gone viral, I decided I can't be seen in public with you for at least a week.
Well, good news for you is I am sitting courtside at the Milwaukee Panthers game on Saturday.
I already knew that, which is why I knew I didn't have to ask you.
I wouldn't have said yes anyway.
Yes, you would have.
I've got date night tonight. Date night Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Oh, wow. Look at you guys. Date night Thursday. They're getting out of the honeymoon phase, so they got a schedule.
It's not every Thursday, but it's because last Thursday I was sitting courtside the Bucks game.
You said date night Thursday like it was a staple.
It is a staple. Like we'll go get drinks. We went to the corner bar a couple weeks ago, got a pretzel and some drinks. But tonight we're gonna go have little margs and tacos.
So I feel like it was appropriate for me to ask Brad before Kyle.
Why? Why would you think that was appropriate?
Because I know that Brad has, like me, children in his home.
So why would you ask him first? You would ask me first.
No.
Because you know that he may have a barrier to be able to come.
Yeah, that's kind of a last-minute ask for something you were bragging about weeks ago when Bart Lundy was on with us.
That is a whole nother thing. I am sloppy seconds. What the heck?
Well, Greg Scalzo was supposed to go, and he is under the weather.
Wait.
You were the sloppy second.
Wait.
Your third option.
I'm ugly. That's what I am. I'm the ugly one. Say, man, whatever, man. Listen, I need this. Come on. Let me call you.
I
didn't realize that he was sloppy seconds. You're just the ugly one.
Oh, my God.
I thought you had just come into these tickets, and I thought you thought of me right away, but I am indeed the sloppy seconds.
Maybe.
That was a desperate last-minute need.
I'm hurt.
The thing we're really letting fly under the radar is he has 4 tickets.
4 tickets.
Yeah, he chose.
Well, it was me, a buddy.
Oh, interesting.
Greg Scalzo.
Wait a minute.
And a fourth.
Oh, okay. Well, the interesting
Austin Della.
The
who works
interesting
here,
thing
good
is
sales teammate of ours.
Ben Brust right there. I count Brad Nortman 2. I count Kyle Wallace 3. I count Alex Stroh 4. I just think it's interesting you have 4 tickets to something and you went elsewhere.
I'm disappointed I was the third option. This is crazy. You didn't ask any of us
Can
first.
you believe I was asked before you, Kyle?
And once again,
it's amazing.
I'm sitting here after I'm contemplating my hair. My baby girl is, wanting me to come home, and I'm coming. I told Ben I was gonna go, so I'm gonna sit courtside with Ben. It'll be good bonding time and have fun.
It's gonna be great bonding time.
Hold on. Stop it right now. You think he gives a damn about bonding time? Once again, he asked his last co-host before any of us.
I know
that's also true.
I'm with you on this because
he doesn't give a damn about us.
He don't really care about us. That's what Michael said. Because
he don't really care about us.
He's dancing on our grave. I legitimately, I'm telling you, Brad.
And wait a minute. Ben was starting to say, Brad is like me. He has kids at home, so that's why I called him first. What were you insinuating? Knowing that I probably wasn't able to go?
No, I'm saying that you, like me, because we have children, don't have as many opportunities to go do fun things. So I thought of you first.
That's also true. Dang, Utah in a week before you were down in Florida.
That I did not put a part of the equation. I rescind calling you second.
So Kyle,
you should have been second. Brad is ugly.
I had every plan. I text baby girl and I said, "Hey, baby girl, she ain't feeling too well today." I said, "Hey, is it literally right now?" She's texting me saying, "I'll be okay." She wants me to bond with you.
It's going to be a great bond.
Baby, I wanted to bond with him too, but I didn't realize he didn't really want to bond with me. Don't
give a damn about bonding.
At UWF?
He just didn't want the seat to be empty.
Ultimate BSer. Doesn't care about bonding one bit.
I can't believe this. After I felt bad for you
and
for
Kyle,
a second.
you know for a fact he's going to be talking to his buddy and his other buddy way more than he's going to be talking to you.
He did.
You're going to be the last thing on his mind.
He did offer to buy me some food, and I wasn't going to take him up on it because I didn't need
But now it's like a prereq?
But now, since knowing that I'm the ugly duckling that's just filling a seat. I mean, if I'm going to just be the ugly duckling, I'm just going to be the one. Exactly. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yeah. I'm going to be the ugly one, the expensive ugly one. And I ain't had a drink in a little bit either. I've been on this diet, and my liquid diet.
Oh, that means you're going to be a sloppy date, too. I have to carry you home.
Yeah.
You don't know how to handle yourself.
Look at all this ugly duckliness today.
All over me. Can't wait. Brian Balaga is going to join us next for all Packers information that we need to know. Kyle will be figuring out if he still wants to come to the Panthers game tonight, and my good friend Brad Nortman, who I called first, is going to tell you how to be a good marketer.
Oh, that's right. We all know a thing or two about marketing, and you should know a thing or two about marketing with 3 Tree Marketing. They are a full-service branded merchandising agency. So whenever we put our logo, GKB, ESPN, on anything you can touch, feel, experience, when we want our brand to be furthered, you know we go to 3 Tree Marketing. 3 Tree Marketing is going to help you welcome new teammates or business partners, specialized gifting or onboarding kits. This is an amazing opportunity to showcase what your brand is all about, because that's what it is. It's storytelling. It's making sure that when someone experiences your brand, they know your company's story and what you represent. 3 Tree Marketing, an expert in telling that story. See what else 3 Tree Marketing can do for your team and set an appointment today at 3treemarketing.com.
Brian Balaga joins us next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of Letters. Jeez. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah. That's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch.
What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
How would you like to own a jewelry store?
Kessler's Diamonds is an employee-owned company.
And Kessler's is growing. Are you the kind of person we're looking for?
Does it make you happy to make other people happy?
Are you a problem solver?
Would you like to wake up every morning knowing that you're going to help a lot of people find joy today?
Kessler's Diamonds is people serving people.
Keep in mind that Kessler's is owned by its employees. So let me ask you this. Are you a good enough leader that you can be an owner who leads other owners?
Don't worry, you don't have to know about diamonds. We can teach you about diamonds. But the people we're looking for aren't looking for a job.
Did someone pop into your head just now?
Do you think you might know who we're looking for?
Give that person a call.
Send them an email.
Tell them to walk into Kessler's Diamonds and say to the person who greets them,
I think I want to work here.
Welcome to Kessler's.
A fantastic place to buy jewelry and a wonderful place to work.
For the store nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Are you tired of debit cards with no rewards? When you switch to Educators Credit Union, you can count on earning major rewards on your everyday purchases. Join and start earning today at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group. I have a question for you business owners. How do your books look? Are they ready for your tax return to be prepared? Did you and your accountant talk during the year and develop a plan to minimize your tax bill? Or does this sound like you? You can never get a hold of your CPA. Phone calls are not returned and questions are never answered. Your books are a mess and the bank account hasn't been reconciled since last year. You don't get any advice to help you run your business. That's not the case with the Neal Group. We are advocates and partners with our clients to help them grow. We like to work with you throughout the year to keep your books up to date so you run your business profitably. Are you ready to grow your business, improve cash flow, have less stress, and live a better life? We can help. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net to book a meeting and see if we can help. The first meeting is free. Don't wait. Do it now. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
Who's looking for a deal? Well, Cousin Subs has a better deal just for you. Cousin's new $10 meal deals are now available online only. Choose between a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub, a bag of chips or regular fry, a regular fountain beverage, and cookie at cousinsubs.com or on the mobile app for just $10. Now that's a better deal. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Available at participating locations only. Offer subject to change without notice.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know them here in this big city we're in.
Joining us on Kyle Brust and Nortman is Brian Balaga. Brian, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Did you see Alex Strouf's 3-cone drill on Twitter at ESPN Milwaukee?
I have not looked at it, but is it up? Is it available?
Oh,
yes,
good
Brian.
Lord. Brian Strouf, send him the text to the direct link right now, and Brian Balaga will be reacting real time to the 350,000K views plus Twitter video. I'm like, this is like, hang on, this is like Christmas.
Yeah.
You know when you see a show, like Strouf told me he was watching Ted Lasso, and I loved the first season so much that I was so excited for him because I was like, oh, I remember how much I enjoyed seeing that the first time. The idea that Brian Balaga is about to get to see this for the first time.
What is this? What is that?
You're watching it live?
Yes. What in God's green earth is this?
That is
Alex
Alex Strouf's.
Right?
No, that is Brian. The first reaction to everyone seeing that video is this has to be a joke. Brad Nortman, you were on site. Yes. Can you please describe what Alex Strouf was doing in this 3-cone combine drill?
Yeah, Brian, I mean, you can see he's wearing my combine shirt. It says Nortman on the back there because we tried to disgraced it. We tried to recreate the NFL combine and calculate Alex Strouf's RAS score to see how he would indeed score on that metric. And I can
as a punter kicker,
important caveat. And I can tell you, he was exerting himself. He was. This was not a bit. This was Alex trying to, give his best shot. And we can have Alex chime in here if he wants to say how much effort he indeed put into this. This is no bit.
Confirm your effort.
I hate to admit this to the Super Bowl champion, a first-round pick in the NFL. Brian, I tried my absolute hardest.
Are you injured? Like a hamstring?
Once again, I wish I could say yes, but no, that was my first attempt. You'll be proud to know, though, my second attempt, I did shave about a second and a half off my time.
And that's still slower than any player in NFL history, even with the second half shaved?
That is accurate, yes.
Like I'm going to say this. In any other circumstance, a second and a half shaved off is like unbelievable.
Otherworldly, right.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. But I hate to say it, man. Like, listen, I love getting on radio with you. I love doing pregame shows with you. But I gotta be brutally honest right here. Like, we got to work on that. Like that is we can't have that. Like, look, you guys got to work with him on that. I mean,
Brad was trying to coach him and he couldn't take coaching.
Trying to coach him up.
I mean, we got NFL players. We got high-level basketball players in the city. I mean, come on, guys. Let's go.
Do you think less of him now, Brian?
No, I don't think less of him.
Good.
I just think
he's a solutions guy. Yeah, he's looking for a solution to help enhance the athleticism, which might be a lost cause. Like, you're a competitor, but I appreciate that when you look at the video of Alex Strouf doing the 3-cone, you are seeing potential. I see nothing but just the guy going around the cone like it's the moon.
Yeah, I think, there's so much room for improvement. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something that could be so much better.
Give us your Mel Kiper of Alex Strouf based off this video.
Well, I can't even do his voice. It's so bad. Well, he's a little stiff in the lower body. He's, he's a really high cut guy. Really stiff in the upper and lower body. Probably a 6-second, maybe a 7-second 40 guy. Not really what you're looking for in the top 7 rounds. Maybe a tryout guy, maybe a practice squad, but probably not what you're looking for in the NFL. Maybe the Canadian League.
That was good, Brian. Well done.
Well done on the spot. But there's a very important detail that Brian mentioned in his Mel Kiper review. A 6'40" guy, maybe 7. What do you think Alex Strouf's 40 time was?
Oh, I mean, I got to say, based on that, I got to say, I'll just say 7 seconds.
All right, I did him proud then. 6'2", Blue. 6'2".
Okay.
Did him proud. See, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good.
Fantastic.
Not fantastic.
He said that's fantastic.
Still the worst time ever recorded in an NFL combine history.
Oh my God.
What do you think, Blue? What do you think his RAS score was? It's 0 to 10, and 10 being like the highest.
Oh, it's got to. I mean, can it be like 1?
Oh, it can be lower than 1, Brian.
Oh, okay. So how about like 0.5?
Oh, it could be lower than 0.5, Brian.
Oh my God. Like 0.25?
Oh, it could be lower, Brian. 2.5 or 0.25. It could be 0.0, Brian, because that's what I got. 0.00.
Oh my God.
Wait, I thought you got a 0.1 in there.
If you make me a defensive tackle, I am 0.01 because my 10-yard
your broad
split.
jump?
No, my
Your
10-yard
10-yard
split.
Oh, wow. Okay, so next year, you got to train for this, and the results be ready for this next year. You got to improve that.
Yeah, training's already begun.
No, it hasn't. What did you do last night?
I'm going to hit the treadmill after work tonight. I've got to fix some stuff, dude, because this was concerningly bad.
Have you ever seen people run before?
Yeah, I've run before.
No. Have you seen other people run before? Because you running versus them running.
Yesterday was the first time I've ever seen me run, and boy, is it embarrassing to the tune of 400,000 views on social media. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of room for improvement. I know we can get that score up. And listen, we got to go around those cones. We got to. I mean, those.
Brian, I put this on my monitor on loop because I couldn't stop watching him round the cone.
Brian Bulaga is a better locker room guy than Brust or Kyle could ever dream of being because he is talking to me about how to improve. Brad was trying to coach me up. You two have just made fun of me for the last 48 hours.
You're just a big, scrawny, skinny dummy.
I mean, I would take you behind closed doors and say, "Listen, brother, I can help you, but you're gonna need to pay me a lot."
Oh, wow. Shakedown.
I'm not a shakedown. I'm trying to help him. And I'm not an expert, but I can teach him some.
I mean, I think next year there could be some real positive gains here. I mean, I think there can be. I think.
What are we trying to get to a point 0.5? Is that what we're shooting for here?
I think we could get to a 0.5 for sure.
Is a 1 possible?
Absolutely.
I think a 1 is possible.
Yeah.
I need a significant jump. I mean, I need to start putting up bad NFL numbers.
But here's the thing. You can't just go, like, running on a treadmill. You need actual muscles to, like, burst on the broad jump and to jump in the vertical.
I only listen to professional athletes. Brian, any thoughts?
Brian, I'll let you go.
Well, considering that, like, you know, probably my scores were not, like, out the gate, like, amazing. The only thing that I really took home from mine was, like, probably my 10-yard split. That's probably, like, the one thing that I walked away with as, like, a big positive from my combine besides the position drills. Like, I was average in everything else. Like, I was not, like, an overly athletic freak. So, like, for me to be giving crazy opinions on 3 cone drills, besides, like, you know, got to go around those cones a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit quicker, right? I mean, you know, and that's just speaking from a guy that, you know, I wasn't great at the drill, but I know you can do better at the drill, is what I would look at. So this is someone that's not good at the drill telling someone who isn't that good yourself at the drill that you can improve on it.
We did get the Brian Bulaga RAS score. Brad?
It's probably not good.
My guess?
Yeah.
8.5.
Kyle?
Yeah, probably. I would say an 8.75.
As we said for Strofe, lower. 7.7. You wouldn't fit the Goody prototype, Brian.
Yeah, well, I remember you said you had short arms, right? Oh, he has short arms. But look at him. He's a Super Bowl champion.
That's right.
I did have short arms, so that definitely knocked me down a bit.
What you mean did? Sure. Did they grow in the retirement?
They may have. I mean, who knows?
Well, thank you for watching that video because that was so good to get your raw reaction. I didn't oversell it, did I?
No, you did not disappoint. You did not disappoint.